I met him 15 years ago.
Everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Well, I'm here tonight. I'm not about to let anything happen.
As a matter of fact, it was.
What's up, you guys? We are back. Yes, we are back, you guys. We're back, man. We're back tonight for our final predictions. Yes, our final predictions. I don't know why I got this feeling, but I'm real tight and I'm nervous. Halloween ends is here, you guys. There's no more waiting. No more speculating. And no more theories. It's fucking weird. You guys, October 13th and the 14th. The boogeyman has come home. Yes, he's home. He's here. The hype is in the air. Fucking real. No turning back. This is it. This is fucking it. This is the end. And yeah, this is the fucking end, man. This is the end, and I really can't believe it that we're coming to, close out a franchise that's fucking been in our lives since the beginning. And yeah, scary guy. Is here. So before I get guests and everything on, I have to do this for my channel members and my patrons. You guys mean a lot to the channel. You mean a lot to the channel. And you guys, we have to hit it in honor of this being one of the last, speculation and theories, final thoughts, final predictions, whatever you want to call it. We usually do 78, but tonight, let's try to finish off with 100. Because we've had some journey, we've had some fucking journey speculating this film and just having fun with it. We got to close it out right. Let's get 100. I think we can do it. I know we can do it. So for my channel members and my patrons, you guys, this video was specially made for you all. Yes, it was specially made for you all. And I want you guys to enjoy it because you guys play a big part, a huge part in the channel. You keep me, being able to bring you better content and everything. So I appreciate it. This is for you guys. So, you guys, as we begin, I want to bring my first guest on. You guys love them. I feel like we've been rocking out these past few days on collabs and everything, and we've been talking about Scary at Night behind the scenes. It's time, and I think me and him want to have some type of night, with this. And I have another guest coming on, and I just think we're going to rock out tonight, and we're going to close it out right. All right, and somebody is going to get their flowers tonight. It's going to be something special that happens tonight on Scary at Night because I have to do it if anyone does it. So I want to bring my guest in. What's up, Shape? What is up, Shape, man? I know what's coming, you guys. I know what's coming, man. Shape is always up to something, man. We got him, man, you guys. We have Michael Myers. It's only right to have Michael for the last, yes, the last and final thoughts on this movie. Damn, Shape, you look good, man. I'm not gonna lie. It looks damn near like the picture that just released a few days ago. Literally, that is fucking crazy, you guys. We have the Shape. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Just seeing this right here makes me excited for the movie. It makes me excited for the movie. See my guy Shape pulled up. I'm telling you, Shape, I'm so serious. It looks good, bro. This shit is crazy. I love how the light is hitting. That is crazy, you guys. Look, man, if you haven't liked it already, we got 25 likes just for Shape doing this. You guys, you have to make it a point to recognize what Shape does. He's always on here dressed up cosplaying Michael, and he's doing a good ass job. I've had this guy even watch a whole movie with the damn mask on. That's why you gotta love Shape. Damn, Shape, no, bro, that is crazy, man. Especially when you had put the knife up. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. The Shape is in the shadows. The Shape is in the shadows. I appreciate it, guys. You guys gotta love Shape. Wait, what the? I was just scared. I saw some red fucking light. Man, you guys, we got Michael on here, man. But looks like Michael is finna. And look at the shoulders. Even has the burn effect. Wait, is those fucking ends coveralls? Man. You guys, you couldn't tell me if you seen Shape at night, you would not be afraid. If you seen him at night, you wouldn't be afraid. You can't see his eyes or anything. That's how it's supposed to be, you guys. Damn, Shape. I appreciate it. And this shows you guys that this mask doesn't even need rehauling. Look at that. You got Michael Myers. Only hear him scary at night. You gotta love my guy Shape, man. Damn. Hey, this shit is fucking scary, low-key. This shit is creepy as fuck, man. Hey, this shit is creepy as fuck. And he has a fucking knife. Everyone in the chat is saying that it's creepy Shape and you got a nice costume. Yeah, man. Shape always kills it when these Myers. None of that Jason shit. He's in the shadows, you guys. Wait, what's going to get leaked? So I want to say, you guys, that Shape is about to get everything together. But while he's doing that, I'm going to read off some of your guys' comments. Got 31 people in the chat. You guys definitely like the video. It definitely helps. Oh, I should have fucking put the music on with Shape. I didn't think of that. Oh my God, Jay fucking supporting it in sleep. What is up, Jay? We got Kirsten saying, hey, everyone, let's smash that like button. Thanks, Kirsten. You gotta love Kirsten. We got Mrs. Shape saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Miss Shape? What is up? Pixie saying, hey, y'all. What's up, Pixie? What's up? I know you're excited for this one. Got Danielle saying, hi, everyone. What's up, Danielle? God's Emperor HBE said, I don't think I'm the first one to say late. Man, we're here, man. We are here. King KO, what's up, man? Saying hi, everyone. Hope everyone is enjoying their night. Yes, I'm enjoying my night, man. We're almost there. We got Mario saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Mario? Gilbert saying, hey, what's up, my brother? Halloween ends this Thursday. I can't wait to see it at the movie theater. I hope on Saturday, happy Halloween ends week. Yes, happy Halloween ends week, you guys. That's right. That is right. It's happy. It's going to be a happy one, man, because I think we're going to get a great film. Little Joy saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Joy? What's up? We got Adam saying, what's up, everyone? What is up, Adam? Haddonfield Slasher saying, what's up, people? What's up, Haddonfield? Got Brooke in the chat saying, hey, everyone. What is up, Brooke? What is up, Brooke? Shape back, you guys. We got Shape back. What's up, Shape? We got Donnie saying, what's up, party people? What's up, Ben? How are you doing, my brother? Been waiting for this one. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good one, man. Really a good one. It's Ben Tramer or Michael. What's up, man? Royon saying Shape's on point. Yeah, man, that was fucking crazy, Shape. I'm not gonna lie, that light's a motherfucker, boy. Michael Myers. Dante said on point. Yeah, he did a great job. Perfect, Shape. Yeah, we have Michael on a screen.
I had to do something a little different. I mean, me coming out of the same area all the time, I thought I'd do a little something different. But those lights are those lights. I think you got those lights too for your DTOF.
Yeah. Lights.
Yeah, so mine's remote control, so I could turn on and off. I was practicing for a good 5 minutes trying to figure out to get the timing right to get both of them pop on the same time. Come on.
Yeah, man, that was cool as hell, Shape. I'm not gonna lie. Dante saying that's creepy. LOL. Yeah, it is. That shit was creepy as hell. I was for a minute. I'm like, oh shit. Jason saying, what's up, everyone? What's up, Shape? What's up, Jason? King KO saying, I'll run far away. Brooke saying that was creepy, Shape. Yeah, everyone's here, man. I am seeing it in 6 hours. Man.
Lucky.
You're lucky. Right now, it is people currently right now at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, as we speak, watching Halloween Ends. As we speak. Wow. That is some shit right there, man. That is some shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. One moment. But yeah, Shape. So Nightmare Shape's gonna hop on when he gets home and everything. But we're here, Shape. This is the last and final. This is the last and final one, and we're not gonna play this video, you guys, just once. But I think someone needs to get their flowers tonight, and I'm gonna be the one to do it. So you guys know that this is Laurie Strode's last film. This is her last film for Halloween. Right now, man, I don't know how to feel. Michael, Laurie, Allison, it's so crazy to know that this is the last one out of this trilogy. You just wanted to keep going. You just wanted to keep going because, you know, it's such a good trilogy. What's up, Chelsea? Chelsea saying hello, boys. What is up?
Going.
And it's like, when you think about it, it's just like, you know, Shape, this is the end, man. This is the end. No more speculating. No more theories. You know, it's here. It's after this is what we seen. What did we like? What did we didn't like? You know, we did not like. You know, it's like, did we enjoy it? Did we not enjoy it? I'm so scared, man. I'm so nervous. This is, you know, a whole week dedicated to Halloween Ends. You know, here I've been trying to just make everyone feel comfortable with this. We have an experience together. But we kind of, you know, we've been collabing all week. We've been collabing like all week, you know, just talking about it. And it's a lot of questions that I want to kind of ask and get into. So what I want to, you know, start off with, and I don't want to get too much until, you know, Nightmare gets here. But yeah, you guys, I just feel like, to be honest, with everything with this film, it's all about build up. It's been, you know, our emotions are up in the air with all the speculation. We're predicting stuff and we're hoping something happens. And at the end of the day, man, this movie could just be something we did not know it was. It could just be something that, you know, that's fucking different, Shape. We don't know what's going on. We just know about what we're speculating, what people are saying, and rumors and everything. But at the end of the day counts when you're in that seat. Because like I said, it was the same thing that's going on now was going on with Kills. So I wanna ask you this shit before I say that though. You guys, I got a video that I want to give somebody some flowers to. So the goal, what should I make that goal, Shape, in order to play that video? We got 33 right now. It's a special video I made for someone, and it's going to be us giving them their flowers. Of course, they're going to get their flowers in the movie, but it's my favorite final girl, so we got to give her flowers. So I put something together that's cool for her. And how many likes you think? We got 33.
32, and the goal's 100, right?
Yeah, I'm not, because we might hit 100 like towards the end, but I'm trying to. What do you think? What's a reasonable number?
And we're at how many right now?
We're at. Let me see. We're at 36.
And how many people in the chat?
47. So what if we 50?
55.
55, you guys. Got it from Shape. 55, and we will play the video and we will give our final girl her flowers. So once it hits 55, we're gonna do it, you guys. So let's get to that 55 so we can give her flowers. And yeah. So Shape, man, I got a question. How do you think you're gonna feel? Because I've been getting questions the whole week, you know, but no one has spoke about this. How do you think you're gonna feel once that Mirror Max comes on the screen and you get that little you just hear it and then you hear like this wind noise, like how do you think you're gonna feel? Like, do you think you're gonna be nervous? Do you think you're gonna be like, oh shit, man, like I'm scared? Or do you think I'm like, yeah, let's go, lock in? Like, what do you think?
I'm gonna be the same way I was with Kill. I'm gonna be locked in, ready to go. Got my popcorn, got my my blue raspberry slushy. I'm ready to go. For me, like even, even with 18 and kills, you know, when we first got the opening in 18, I was in my seat like, oh man, you know, Halloween's back. You know, we got 18.
Yeah.
Oh, it's back. Then of course, you know, we got that, you know, the opening, you know, with the podcasters and everything else, and of course, once the opening credits came, it's like it just hits you.
Yeah.
I mean, kills. It was kind of, for me. Kills was kind of rocky in the beginning a little bit. For the opening scene, you see Hawkins kind of rocky, but then it got real great with the flashback scene, and I'm like, oh my god, we're back in '78, and it just the build up, and then of course again the opening credits, and you get the new up version of the Halloween theme, you know, with the orchestra, you know, and the chorus. And you know, you know, going real, and that really hit hard. I'm like, I'm super excited, super happy. I'll probably be the same way as I am. I mean, even though with all the speculations and everything's going on, everything we've been hearing about this movie, I probably will be kind of scared a little bit, but at the same time, I'm going to be more excited and happy, and then just ready to roll.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Shay. But I'm gonna kind of share after this. Aaron saying, "What's up, B? What's up, Shay? What's good, everybody? What's up, man?
Oh, man.
What's up?" So let me tell you guys something. With me, it's a feeling that I cannot explain. I know it sounds like, bro, you're dramatic as hell, but no, I'm serious. From the moment I go into my Cinemark and I open those doors, and you hear the ace, I've noticed little shit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm the type that move. I take everything in. Because in my theater, I hear the AC blowing, but I remember it's so clear, Shay. Because this is going to be a different stream, you guys. We're going to speculate and predict and everything. We're going to talk about moments and shit. That's how you close it out. We're going to talk about moments and everything. And I just feel like I listen to little shit. Like I remember just hearing the AC boom. And I remember hearing everybody going back and forth in the line for popcorn. Like, bro, do you think he's gonna die? Like, I swear you, I'm not over exaggerating. I'm hearing people talk to their boyfriends or girls, like, man, he better die in this one, or hey man, I heard this one's crazy. Like, I just remember that night, and you're just hearing people, you know, you're hearing registers open up. Like, I'm talking like that. It's like an ASMR. Like, I hear shit like you hear registers opening up, you hear, you know, people you just talking, and you're seeing people with their shirts and shit on, people dressed like Michael, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? And look, though, it's still not real for you then. I'm gonna tell you when it gets real, when you open that second fucking door, and you see those chairs. It's like you're walking to like now you guys, I didn't want to say this on, you know, like Cravens or Night Stream, because it's probably too fucking dark. It's probably like, Brandon, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm gonna say it on mine. Look, it's gonna feel like I'm walking into a damn funeral. And I'm telling you, you guys are like, Brandon, what the fuck are you talking? It's gonna feel like I'm walking into a funeral. I don't know why. Now, everyone in the chat, don't think I'm weird, but you guys, we all been there before. But it's gonna feel like, you know how you're walking, like you get in the church and everyone kind of turns and looks at you like it's gonna be. I'm gonna be so fucking nervous, and I'm gonna just be like, hopefully I sit by a good group of people, because it's here, Shay. It's fucking here. The moment you push recline on that fucking chair, how you get the previews going, and then the lights cut down. I swear, Shay, I'm a fucking. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm so serious, you guys. This is different from the last two. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how the fuck. It's the title. It's the title, Shay. Halloween ends. Halloween fucking ends. Like, you remember, so think about it like this, you guys, because it's like, when you think about it, in 2018, it kicks up there in the Smith's Grove. The hand on the clock is turning. You see fucking Dr. Zartane. Yeah. And then the kills, you see Cameron. He's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, Oscar, me and Allison got it. And I remember that. I remember that clear as fucking day. And he's like, yeah, me and Allison got into it. And you're like, oh, it needs to die. So, all right, man, I'm gonna get you some help. Help! I swear, I remember it so fucking clear, shape. And when you think about it, it's just like, Those movies, we didn't know shit. We didn't know nothing. But once it got towards the middle where he killed Sandra, that's where I got comfortable. When I see him like put the light bulb in her neck, I'm like, damn. And then in 2018, I got comfortable when he walks out and the kid bumps into him, like, oh, and he gets the hammer. I'm like, oh yeah, this is one. So I'm wondering what scene is going to get us like that and ends. That's what I'm wondering. Which one is going to pull us in? Like, hey, it's nothing to be nervous about. It's nothing to be nervous about. Like, you know, which scene I want to know. Is it going to be a Corey scene? Is it going to be a Michael scene? Or is it going to be a scene with them involved together? Like, which one? I really want to know that. Is it going to be a scene with Lori that gets me pulled in? Which one you think? I know it's going to be Michael, but you never know, though. You never know what scene is going to pull you in. You might not even get pulled in. You might get pulled in the moment you see the pumpkin on, you know, in the intro. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about stuff like that. It's a fun So, I mean, I don't know, Shape, man. I'm fucking nervous. I don't feel saying.
You the only one. I'm nervous as well.
Yeah, you know the pressure's on. The pressure's on. And Rosalia said, "Imagine if we watched it together." If that was possible, only if you knew. Only if you knew, Rosalia. Kirsten said, "I'll cry about Michael over anyone." Yeah, we're gonna all cry, and I think tonight we're gonna shed a tear closing this out. To be honest, or feel some type of emotion, because we're gonna get deep. We want to get deep. It's not gonna be how we usually do. I want to kind of start off like this, Shape. Let me get to a few comments. Let me see. Kirsten said she feels me. Pixie saying the fact that it's called Halloween Ends make it feel so final. Danielle said not a lot of people in my area feel the movie theaters as much anymore because of Netflix and other things, so it's not nostalgic no more. Plus the price of admission and popcorn are insane. Yeah, they're definitely raising shit. Yeah. So what I'm going to say is this, Shape. All right, with Michael Myers, what do you want to see with Michael Myers as a fan of him? What do you want to see? I'm talking not like as an invested fan of the character, the head tilts. I'm talking deep shit with Michael. You know, the way his coverall, like what will make you like be like, oh shit, we got the hands gone. You know, we got the butcher knife, we got the mask. What is something you think? And it can be something you pull from another film. It doesn't have to be nothing new. What's something you want to see on this Michael Myers? Like, what's something you want to see him wear? Like, not literally like clothes. Like, what type of act do you want to see him wear? We even get to see that he's already on that, putting motherfuckers on the wall, pinning them on the wall. What you think is something that'll make you get goosebumps? Like, oh, you know that feeling? Oh shit! Like,
for me, it's just gonna be right when he comes in the first time we see him on screen when he first comes back in. So after Kill Out 4 years, when we see Michael again, it could be where he's at when he's with attacking Corey. That's when for me is always going to be the most is when we see Michael again. The first scene that Michael's going to be in is what's going to hit me. Like I said, I'm for me with the Halloween franchise, it's always been. I said I know you love Laurie Strode. You know, she's your final girl. For me, in the franchise, like I said, there was no final girl. Michael has always been. I was always fascinated with Michaal. Even the whole trilogy. Even though we had other final girls like that, I mean, we could have 20 different final girls in this whole Halloween franchise. To me, I'm always invested and super invested in Michael that I don't even see their character. Like even Dr. Loomis, like those two were always the biggest ones for me. And now when Dr. Loomis is gone, again, Michael has been always for me the center of attention of Halloween. He's my guy, he's my boy, and there's nothing I want except I really want to see when I see him again. That first scene is going to give me the goosebumps seeing him, come back in the shot, and it's not going to be him just walking somewhere. It's going to be a straight on like an attack somebody when he first pops in the scene. when you first see him back. It's going to be an attack, and that's when I'm going to be so excited just to see him. I mean, again, we all been speculating. Michael is probably going to die. That for me. I can't see him die, but that's when it's going to really hit me hard because again, the franchise for me has always been Michael. I was always rooting for Michael. That's my guy. No matter who else it comes in the franchise, Michael is mine. And I cannot see him go. I mean, the other characters, they can come and go, but I want Michael to always stay and live forever.
Yeah, I agree. We don't, and people, I think people don't get this. Michael, I feel like we got to look at Michael like this, especially if you're one of those big fans. Michael Myers is like Superman. He's like Batman. He's like Spider-Man. You know how people are investing in Avengers and stuff? We are investing in horror villains. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Michael, in my opinion, he's that Spider-Man character. He's like that main line, the one that kind of carries it. I think it's going to be something along the lines when Michael comes back when he grabs Corey. I think when he grabs him, it's going to, they didn't like exaggerate it enough in the trailer, in my opinion. Then you got the music kicking up. And I see why they probably didn't want to ruin the feel. Like, we were not going to spoil like we did the scene where he comes out the house burning and shit like that. I think it's going to be more to that. I think it's going to almost be some shit where they make Michael seems like he's fucking, like when we see him shape, I think it's going to be like this motherfucker's 9 foot. Like they're going to make him seem so big, like not literally, but I think they're going to make him seem like huge. Like if you think about it, they kind of did it on the money when we see him on the porch and kills. We kind of get a shot from his boots. He looked like a fucking giant, like when you looked at him. But in all reality, he's only 6'3". But I think they're going to give him, like, I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck are you talking about, Brandon? But I think they're going to give him like a fucking WWE type intro. Like, I think it's going to be some music behind him. And I think he's going to be, bro. Because I remember Chris Nelson said this is the nastiest Michael's ever looked. I remember him saying on a thing with 2 heads. And that's the thing, you guys. We've seen Michael in these shots. But you guys remember we were getting those shots from Halloween Kills and those little promo shots of him. We didn't get to see him fully, in my opinion. We didn't get to see Michael fully until he comes out the house. It was like, you know what I'm saying? They kind of said, all right, lights, camera, action. Now you get full Michael. They show the boots, the hand, But he also, in my opinion, he got an intro too when he kind of raised up the gun shed door. You know how you see how they factor that in? Like it was him revealing himself, like, hey, motherfuckers, I'm here. So I think when Corey is in that fucking sewer, when he grabs him, he's going to just come out the shadows. That's how we're going to get Michael. I think it's going to be somewhere we see a hand, like in a trailer, grabs him, and they probably show a shot of the eyes and shit locking. But I think he's like going to come out slowly, like we're going to hear like big ass footsteps, like boom, boom. He's going to step over him, and then we might get Corey like, oh my god, and then Michael just grabs him and shit, and that's when we get him. It has to be exaggerated like that. You have to make Michael seem like he's 10 foot because it's fucking Michael Myers, And I just can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait, Shape. But okay, we got the goal, Shape, 54. We got the fucking goal. Well, you said 55 or 54?
55.
Oh, 55. So one more, you guys. One more. And we're going to give our final girl her flowers. So if you haven't definitely liked the stream, it doesn't just help us get this tribute to her up, but it helps us push the other Halloween Ends fans, other horror fans, and it just helps in general. So if you haven't liked it, you guys, we got it. 55. I know you guys can do it. So you guys get the tissue, because even making this, it kind of brought a tear in the corner of my eye. I love Lori.
Wait. Are you going to play it now?
Yeah.
I mean, we got 55. Do you want to wait till our other guest shows up and then we all can play it together? We still got the 55, so we can still play as soon as he hops on. Or are you going to do it more than once?
Yeah, I'm doing more than once.
Okay, then.
So you guys in the chat, man, we're finna give my favorite final girl her flowers. I think it's only right. She's been talked about since I started YouTube, Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis is only right. And while we're doing this, you guys, you can, state your emotions in the chat, pumpkins, whatever you want to do. This is for Jamie. And it's sad, in my opinion, that I know we were talking about this with Night, me and Shape, that she has to go, but it has to happen. Like I said, she raised me. I was raised by my grandmother, Jamie Lee. She babysitted me. So yeah, you guys, get the tissue, man, because I think this one right here is very good, and it just show it. This I feel like I picked the certain things to kind of make show how much Jamie Lee is an awesome human, and like she said, she's one. She's also Lori. Jamie Lee and Lori come together as one. So, you guys, here we go. We're gonna give. This goes down in history. We're gonna give, Jamie Lee Curtis her flowers here at Scary at Night. It's only right. And yeah, you guys. So lock in. Here we go.
I have a feeling that's what you may want to do. It has been the honor of my life to play Laurie Strode. No matter how you watch this final chapter, I hope you'll get people together and scream and cheer and hold your breath to the end, because we created this for you. And I thank you for your years of support and how much you care about this story and me, your final girl. So, I'll see you soon.
And so now I say goodbye. And thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you who has carried Laurie Strode as a sister, a daughter, and a friend. Halloween Ends, the conclusion of David Gordon Green's magnificent trilogy, arrives in theaters and streams. The audiences have had such a bond. And with you, the audiences have had such a bond. We've cried together, we've laughed together, we've screamed together, and we've had experiences that only horror movies can give you. Horror films allow you to confront what you can't control, and they are cathartic and transformative.
I don't understand. If I'm not getting emotional, what the fuck am I doing? Honestly.
Wish I had you all alone. Just the two of us, I would hold you close to me.
Guys, there we did it. We fucking did it. Shape is clapping. We fucking did it. We gave Jamie Lee her flowers here at Scary at Night. It had to be done because, like I said, I think we talk about Michael all the fucking time, and I feel like it's like they're one. That's why it's going to be hard to see, one die. I know people want to see Laurie die, but they're one. And it all started when she's in that fucking classroom. That's the thing. It all started when she was in that classroom, and she seen them, and they became one. She didn't know in '78 when, Tommy's like, you can't be over there. That's the Myers house. She didn't know nothing. And now they're one, and they've become history. So it's like she says it in the fucking trilogy. Take his head as I take, no, he takes my head as I take his. Maybe the only way if he can die is if I die with him. It's like they've become one. So it's going to be fucking crazy to see her walk out on top with no Michael, or it's going to be fucking crazy to see Michael walk out on top and he has bodies under him, blood dripping off a fucking knife. And it's like, fuck. Like, that. It's either one is going to hurt. Either one is going to hurt. Allison being dead is going to hurt. Laurie being dead is going to hurt. Even if no one dies, it's still going to burn because this is the end. It's, we got Halloween Resurrection, Curse of Michael Myers. We got all this shit. Season of the Witch doesn't even fucking count. And we got all these crazy films. We got Kills. We got all these films, but not one of them is called Halloween Ends. You know how fucking blunt of a move that was? If you really sit there and think, we don't got a Friday Ends. We don't have a Nightmare Ends. We don't have shit like, we got a movie called Halloween fucking Ends. Like, I don't think we focus on that title enough. It's saying in a phrase like Halloween is ending. No more. You know, and that is now in history. You know, that's what kind of makes it fucking emotional, and it kind of just makes us, you know, even when Shay, we talked about Lori, we gave Lori her flowers. That's not the only time I'm gonna play it, you guys. We're gonna play it again, but Michael deserves flowers too. You know, I feel like because Michael fucking Myers and even the man behind it, James Jules Courtney, I think that James Jules Courtney is amazing. You know, he did Michael Myers better than Michael Myers. And I had the pleasure of meeting this guy twice. And it was everything that I can imagine. You know, I'm so fucking happy he's what I thought he was. You know, Shape, he's just like us. And he cares about us. And he cares about the character. But if you think about it, Michael Myers was created off of winging it. He wasn't sketched out. That's what people don't realize. Michael Myers was not sketched out on a pamphlet. He wasn't doing. They fucking got a fucking Captain Kirk mask. Spray painted that motherfucker. Put it on someone because they had a human-like face. Spray painted the hair. Mechanic suit. Butcher knife. Go out there, and they did not know that they want to create something like Michael Myers. And I've watched all the fucking documentaries. John Carpenter said some of the stuff I've told Nick to do, but some of it he was just having fun. Like John Carpenter said, that scene with Bob and he's doing like the head tilt, it was almost, I want to say Nick was like the way they shot the scene, kind of started a little bit like, like, you know, he's new. You know, Nick Castle was in school for filming and shit. So it was like he kind of looked. And then John Carpenter's like, hey, do that again, but exaggerate it. And he does like I did that. The stiff-ass walk. Nick Castle brought that to Michael Myers. John Carpenter brought some of the stuff, but to know that this character was created off naturalness. And you know what I'm saying? It's not scripted. I'm pretty sure they told Jason to breathe. They didn't. Michael does that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, breathing, I want to say John Carpenter told him to breathe like that. But all the mannerisms and the knife, how he's holding it stiff and shit, like a rope. Like, bro, that's Michael Myers. It's to see James Jules Courtney take that and bring it back to life. And because now I'm gonna tell you something. Tyler Mane's Michael Myers was corrupt. He didn't have to walk. He was just fucking bulldozing through shit like a monk. James Courtney glides across the fucking screen. He literally, if you watch, now I'm gonna tell you something, you guys. A lot of people, I want to see what you say, State. A lot of people disagree. They're like, hey, you know, when did you know that James Courtney did a good job as Michael? I'm gonna tell you when I knew, State. The Oscars scene. When fucking, he's like, all right, Mr. Elrod, you know. It's not the scene when he slices them. It's the scene when he's chasing them to the fucking gate. When you see, it's the position. It's the position of Michael's head when he's like walking. Bro, it looks exactly like, I'm telling you, it looks exactly like that scene when Annie's going in the house. When she's going in the house after dropping Lindsay off, and he's like by a tree, and he's like this. But as he's walking, remember he's walking across the street, and the light hits him in the middle of the street. You can see his head up. I'm like, what the fuck? It literally shows you this motherfucker is Michael Myers. He's Michael. Like, even the stairs when he kills Cameron, he's walking down that steadfast, like it's the certain way Michael walks. People put their hands next to their hips and their legs like that's Michael. That's not Michael. Michael has like a slant. It's weird. Like his shoulders, because the knife. That's one thing I peeped that kind of Now you guys probably can't relate in the chat. This is me being obsessed. But he has like a certain walk where his shoulder with the knife is kind of dipped down. Like if you look on certain pictures, it's always dipped down. Like it's almost like he's leaning, but he's up. It's weird. So it kind of makes his walk look stiff. And I think that's what James Jude Courtney took. It's like it was one piece that he had to incorporate to make everything else come out. And it's a picture of 2018. Matter of fact, you can see it. You can actually see it. I promise you guys, I will not spit any bullshit to you. I literally studied, Michael. But it's a picture where James Jude is like in the woods with the blue background, the skies, 2018, and you can see his shoulder like this with the knife. And then when you look, when Karen takes the mask off of him, Shape, he does that same fucking walk when she's like, "You want your mask? Come and get it." You can see it right there. It's the shoulder, bro. It's the way he walks, and it's like he's gliding. Like he takes like 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, 1,000. That's how he walks. I swear, if you look at Michael, it's literally like if you look, Jay, next time you watch Halloween, look at him walking. Count 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000. 1,000, 2,000. Where it's a certain way he walks, bro. And James Jude Courtney fucking nailed it. Because when I seen 78 in theaters, I'm like, this motherfucker, you couldn't convince me, Yeah. So before I bring my other guest on, which is here, like this motherfucker has a fresh haircut. Puts on his hair like fucking kid and play it slides to the back. You guys gotta love Nightmare. Got my guy, man. We're gonna talk and close this shit out tonight. With Shape, my guy Nightmare. You guys love Nightmare. Let's bring him on. And Shape, I want you to kind of answer that question. What's up, Nightmare, bro? What is
up, guys? How are yous?
Good, man. We're here, bro.
Show us. Take that off.
He has a fresh cut, man.
No.
You can see it if you look right here. Nightmare has a fresh one.
Bald.
Oh, bad.
Yeah,
Just kidding. I still got hair.
Nightmare has the fresh cut. But we're just talking about we're gonna predict and stuff. But tonight, I think a lot of people don't talk about the build up to this moment, Nightmare. People are talking about final predictions, which we're gonna do. But I think enough people haven't talked about the lead up to this. And you know what I'm saying? And right now we're on a topic about James Jude Courtney being Michael Myers. And before you got on, I told Shape I want him to answer, what was the moment when you knew that James Jude Courtney is he's the real deal? What the fuck? He's really you know what I'm saying? He's the real deal. What was the moment? And I'm gonna let Nightmare go, Shape, when you knew that, he might be better than Nick Castle.
For me, to be when he first picked up the knife and after he killed the old lady. That's the way he walked. You just see the way he walked to the to the counter and dropped that hammer, and then picked up the knife and was kind of went on his merry way. I think that's when I was
Yeah, that was a good scene. That was a scene where you kind of seen the 78 and everything. And then we're going to kind of lead into ends about James Jude being an end and everything. But Nightmare, you got to tell us, man, when did you know that James Jude Courtney was a good Michael? Maybe you don't think Nick, he's better than Nick, but when do you know, James Jude is a good Michael Myers?
I mean, that whole scene where in 2018 where he just comes back to Haddonfield when the kids bump into him and he was just standing there and, he just looked, went to the garage, picked up the hammer, like Shape said, did what he did to her. But also after he killed her and he just walked out the door and then he gets down to the sidewalk and he's just standing there and then looks, faces the doctor and the nurse, do I want to kill them? He's went to the girl that, that was next door or whatever. But that whole scene, as soon as I saw that turn when he was headed towards the garage, that's where I knew I'm oh shit. He's good. I'm honestly I hate to say it, but I mean, he's better than Nick Castle. I mean,
Yeah.
Nick Castle gave us. If you really watch 78, like you get the vibes, but you really don't get that much from that Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like you see more of the movement, I think, in 2018 and kills and so on. Than you did of Michael in 78. You only saw a little bit, like a taste of it, and then James Jude just took it and ran with it and made it more. He made it more. Because after like part 2 and 4 and so on and so forth, it almost seemed like he was just becoming a little too robotic.
Yeah.
Here, James Jude, like you have a little bit of robot in it. Yeah. But it's not, it's weird how he did it, man. It's crazy. It's like he said, he put on the mask and it just took over, and for some people that's how it is, and I know how he felt because when I was a haunter, working at haunted houses and stuff like that, it's totally different, man, when you put on that makeup and the fangs, whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, even dressing up, like when you put it on, it takes over you and you just perfect it. So but yeah, definitely that part when the kids bumped into him and they're like, oh, sorry about that, and he's just dude didn't even pay them any attention. He was just looking for his next victim,
Yeah, I agree with Nightmare. That's a fucking crazy ass scene. And to kind of incorporate ends, something else I think that people are looking over with this, we get a scene where, remember in 78, Laurie's in the door frame and he gets up in the 90-degree angle, like, he sits up. We see in a trailer, he gets up the same way, but this time it's like, you guys got to notice, Laurie's on top of him like this. And when he gets up, it's like he's in her face. So you know what that tells me? Someone's getting through on her fucking back. Because if you peep how he gets up, it's like he's like literally like it has to. Because if she's sitting on him like this, and then he gets up, they're gonna be like fucking damn near can kiss. So that scene is gonna be fucking intense. And it's another scene. Nightmare in Shape that we seen Nick Castle in the studio. Now, people, I've been hearing people not talk about this. Something right there in that scene is going to be fucking crazy because you see when he has the headphones, you see a picture of Michael like he's up close looking at somebody, like he's super fucking close. And any scene, in my opinion, where you hear Michael like, because we don't hear him breathing throughout the movie, like if he's gliding across the screen, you don't hear him. But if you're like in POV. Or like that scene where he's chasing Lindsay and it's quiet and you can hear the crickets and shit and you can just hear him like he has on a fucking gas mask. That scene right, I don't know what Nick, I don't know. They're like, hey, come on, Nick, you got to come in and breathe at this point. I was thinking about that, like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? We kind of get another shot that's crazy like that, Shape and Nightmare, where, Laurie's hiding. We seen it in the trailer. He's walking, but you can hear like his footsteps, like boom, boom, boom. He's like looking like he's like scoping out the fucking kitchen, and it's like that scene in fucking theaters, and we all got IMAX, right? Nightmare Shape, we got it's gonna sound like fucking dinosaur steps. He's walking on that wood. And to think what's going to follow up with that scene, you know what's going to happen. We all know. It's no spoilers. We know what the fuck is about to happen. It's going to be a fucking issue once someone pops out. It's going to be a fucking issue. We see it in the trailer. He throws her over the counter. That whole fucking scene is going to be fucking crazy. I hope that's just like a teaser. Like, hey, check this out. I hope it's some shit where Michael damn near picks a motherfucker up like a wrestler. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would like to see Michael even try to like charge at, remember how Tyler Mane charged at Scout Taylor Compton? I want this battle to get that fucking rough. Where he charges at Laurie and like busts through a glass door or some shit. Like, if it's not like that, come on, man, this is the ending. You got to get fucking Laurie jumping on his back. And he's like moving and swiping and shit. Like, it has to be one of those. Like, that's the battle we need. And I don't know if you agree, Nightmare or Shape. I want some shit like that. You get Laurie jumping on his back, and then you got Allison cracking him with a pole. Like, they're trying, but he's Michael Myers. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised to kind of do a hat tip H2, and he's like swiping or some shit. I would like to see some shit like that, bro. Like, he sprayed with an extinguisher in his eyes or something. He's like I want to see some brutal shit. So
Well, and that's what I was thinking about because I was listening to you guys on the car ride on the way home, and my thing is the only thing I want from this movie. We can expect Michael to probably die, right?
yeah.
I'm a villain type of person. Like I always want the bad guy to win, right? I always, but my thing is that if this is gonna be the last time, right, that Michael's going to be alive and terrorized and stuff like that. I don't like the fact, he went to go die off, wounded and he's weak. He's not in good shape. I don't want to hear that about Michael Myers, because if he was going to die, he should have died sometime between the 4 years. But if that's how it's going to be, then like I said, I feel like with this trilogy, like we got a taste of Michael, but we never got Michael. It's like there's still part of a trail that we have to finish, but then it's like, hey, I got to go back because I got to go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? If you guys ever went hiking, it's like, fuck, now we got to turn around. There's still that path that you wish that you could finish. And I hope we get that out of this movie because I want you to remind everybody why he's the boogeyman, why he's Michael fucking Myers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want him to do some damage. I guess the best way to explain it, I'm sure everybody here has seen The Dark Knight, right? The last one with Bane. Yeah. That's how I kind of want that fight to go, to where it's like Michael Myers is like Bane, beating the shit out of Laurie, fucking her up, fucking up anybody who you see, and then Laurie, like how Batman had like that right at the end scene where they're fighting and Batman just like was going crazy, like, I'm tired of this shit. You see all that pain, suffering, all that shit that he was just laying into Bane. Mm-hmm. Then that's what I want to see. Like, I want to see Michael fuck you up, but then you overpower, or like even like if you watch Star Wars, where Luke was, fighting Darth Vader and he got so into like fucking pissed off, he cuts his hand off, right? Not to cut Michael's hand off, but that's what I want to see. Like, I want to see all 40 years of you going through shit, Laurie. And if you're going to take Michael out, that's when you need to let it out. And you overpower Michael in a way where Michael's, you're just whooping him and he's like, eventually you beat him down to do the final blow. But I want him to be a fucking rock at first that you got to chip away constantly. And not give up. Like, it's like those like army commercials you see, right? You keep pushing, don't you stop. That's the shit I want to see. Like, knock down that fucking pillar till the pillar's down, and then do your blow. But I want to see Michael be fucking Michael. Like, if this is the last time and he's gonna die, I want to see him fuck people up. I want to see beat the shit out of Laurie, and then Laurie. I think it'll be more impactful for Laurie. Get your ass beat, and then you find this inner strength towards the end that you just unleash all your fucking anger and pain on him, and that's how you overcome the boogeyman,
Yeah, I actually love what you just said, Nightmare, like chipping off like almost like layers. That's what makes it scary. Like, like playing a video game, the final boss. Sometimes you got to start over. Like, fuck. Like, that's what I was thinking about, because if you think about it, it's a scene where Laurie's like, I don't know if it's going to be in a movie, like James Jude said. Some of the shit might not be in a movie, it's just a trailer. But she's like looking, like it's like she hears some shit, and then she moves her head a little bit. And it's like, Michael's way bigger than Laurie, but it was like he kind of fitted in her frame for some reason, which is weird. So maybe it's Laurie, I don't know. But she's like, she moves a little bit, and then Mike, like literally, like how he's like right there behind her. So they don't show him choke or anything, but if that's fucking Michael, and the lights are like, it's no lights in the house too when you see her. She's like, the only light that we see with Laurie is like a fucking window light when she steps in the door frame, and you just see and hear the music kick up behind, kick up, and he's behind her. I think that's when that shit starts. If that's in a movie, he's just behind her. Like, it's like I don't know. I really don't. I'm just speculating, but Shape, you can go, then I'm gonna get to some of these comments. What's something that basically you want to see in this battle? What do you think will make this one of the battles that's in the books?
Well, for me, it's got to be long. We can't have like 2 minute, 3 minute fight scene and it's over. I want a long fight scene. I want it to be epic. I want it to be emotional. Brutal. I mean, even looking with emotional. This is gonna be like the last time we see Michael and Laurie battle it out.
Yeah.
So there has to be some emotional in there, some intensity to figure out who's going to make it on top of this, Laurie or Michael. Every scare, every slash, every this has led to this. So we need to feel that in this battle, in this fight, not just just kind of 5-minute battle. You know, Michael kind of got little hits, and then Laurie got a couple hits, and then Laurie came out on top. No, I want the impact. I want you to feel every hit that Michael gives her. You know, every hit that Laurie gives Michael. You know, you want to feel that. Like, oh shit, damn. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to end. Who's going to come out on top? You want to be at the edge of your seat. Like, who's coming out on top? Is it going to be Laurie? Or is it going to be Michael? And feeling it, feeling the emotion, feeling the again, like Nightmare said, you know, of her dealing with everything, and then, you know, finally coming at the end for Michael, and it's going to be the end. I want that.
Yeah, I agree. You got to go all out. This is the last one, so I agree with you, Shape and Nightmare. You guys. Right now, we got over 80 people watching. Our goal tonight is 100. We got to go all out because this is the final prediction. Then after this, we will no longer be able to speculate and predict because we're going to be talking next time on what did we see, what did we like, what did we didn't, you know, what did we not like. So we got 65 likes, you guys. If you haven't, I see a shit ton of new people jumping in. Definitely like the stream. It definitely helps. So I'm trying to get to some of these comments because a lot of you guys are saying some cool shit. First off, I want to touch on Kirsten saying 48 hours from now, my butt is going to be in a chair watching Ends. What a wild thought. Yeah.
It's crazy because in a weird way, me, Kirsten, and Larry will be watching it at the same time, just different places. Because I got IMAX tickets for Thursday at 9:30. And it's about the same time they're going. So I told them I'm going to message them and be like, hey, you guys, are you guys ready? Like, sit next to me, you know? So it's pretty cool. You know, it's different places, but same time. So I think that's pretty cool.
What's going on is what I think is going to happen that day. I'm going to be fucking tight. I'm going to definitely talk to Nightmare and Shave, but it's going to be like a mental thing. It's going to be a thing where I don't know. It's going to be a thing where I'm scared. I'm going to be honest. I'm excited, but I'm scared. That day is going to be some fucking day right there. I go see it at 8 o'clock IMAX, sit in the seats. I don't even know, man. I swear I don't. I just don't even know. I'm just going to be there at this point. Just fucking, I just think like, damn, I wonder what Brandon's going through right now. Fucking have a fucking stroke in the theater. Keith said, I want Laurie to die. I would love the ending of Michael Sean at the end and Judith's grave fades to black. I mean, that's a possibility. But I have an ending that I kind of brought up yesterday that I want to kind of bring up to you guys, which I think will kind of satisfy all of us. Danielle saying that I feel like at least all the major characters have to die. If Freddy was dead, Jason, etc., Michael's the only other villain left. I feel that's just me. Yeah. You see, I want Laurie to die realistically. I think Michael and Laurie will die and Allison will live. I can see that happening, a new generation that, walks away. Because I think, it could be a possibility if that happens because, Allison definitely can be the one that kind of tells their story, type, like the messenger, like that my grandmother died. And that's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, I can see that happening in another film, but they're not continuing with it. But it can be something like, my grandmother died fighting the boogeyman. And the boogeyman comes back again, but it's all about how they take him out, It's all about how they take him out. Prolong said, I feel like Michael kills Laurie. Corey takes Michael by surprise and kills him. And then Allison realizes what Corey has done and kills him. Yeah. I can see something like that going on. Daniel saying, can't wait for Halloween ends. Yeah, man, it's almost here, man. We're literally arms reach away. Let me see. Annie vlog said, what's up, Brandon? What's up, man? What's up? Let me see. I'm trying to get to I'm gonna tell you guys no spoilers. If some shit gets spoiled, the space you go, you will get a big ass boot. So just letting you guys know. I don't see any spoilers, but I see shit just, people saying I know stuff and keep it to yourself, man. That's not fair. Shit. I shot him 6 times. I like scary. What's up, Brandon? Shape Nightmare. Just got done watching My Bodyguard. Rewatch Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker. I can definitely see the influence for ends, especially with If you watch those, especially Christine, man. Especially Christine, you see that shit. Let me tell you. You see it. Danielle saying I like scary is going to bring a box of tissues with his popcorn for ends. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know if I'm going to even sip a slushy or eat some Reese's Pieces that shit might get wasted. Cause I'm the type, you guys. I do not like getting up in theaters when I have to go. Like, I know it sounds crazy. Sometimes I'm like, man, why don't they have a bathroom in the seat? You know how you're in a hospital, you got to shit in the pan. People say that, or you got to. Like, come on, give me a toilet in my seat. That's how I feel about this one. Give me a damn toilet in my seat.
Well, you'd just be sitting in that seat, pants down, so you just go. You can just let it out. Just
you fucking hear Mary next to me dropping a nuke. And you hear Lori Michael like shit in the theater and piss. I'm just fucking around. But
just imagine, you know how like it's dark in the movie theater and then you have that bright and it lights up the theater, right? Like that daylight scene. Yeah. Like someone's like mid wipe and it just like damn.
Hey man. Kirsten saying let's keep it spoiler free. That's right, Kirsten. Spoiler free, you guys. We're almost there. Why spoil it? We're almost there. I know we can get excited, but come on, man. We're almost there. Please don't do that. Let me see. Adam saying, what if Lori and Michael both fall off a balcony together? Allison looks over their heads and they're both gone and it fades to black. I mean, that'll be crazy. But speaking of endings, you guys, what about this ending? Now think about it. I kind of touched on this yesterday. What if Michael, right? He dies, and Lori walks away, and Allison walks away, and it kind of satisfies every side of the fence with fans. So the Myers house still stands tall. Michael's dead, however he dies. Lori, she's beat up, blood and everything up her, her fucking neck, just like in this photo right here with Allison. And then what happens after this is we get the Myers house, and then you hear like a fucking like opera type of fucking beat of the theme, like, and then you get the house, but it's like a shot like this. You know how it started in the beginning, it zooms in, and you hear fucking Judith Myers and the guy about to get it on, and you see it zoom in, you see him scamming the house. But what if it just comes out, right? And this is what I was thinking, Nightmare Shape. We thought that it wasn't no type of spiritual, paranormal shit going on with Halloween, but that shit went out the window when Karen saw Kia Myers in the window. That went out when she seen that. We know Kia, you know what I'm saying? She looks up and she sees him. That showed me that it's possible. And if you guys seen the new Ghostbusters, have you seen it, Nightmare Shape, the new Ghostbusters? You remember how at the end they had I forgot his fucking name. Which Ghostbuster was that? That it kind of showed the hologram of him at the end. He's standing next to
Egon.
Yeah. And what if it was something like that where Michael's he's dead, but it's like a pan and shot, and you get older Michael, you get younger Michael standing next to each other, but it's like they're dead. Kind of give them like a gray look, give them like a little gray fadey look, and the music's picking up, and maybe Allison's driving, right? She's driving. Lori's fucked. Lori's in the passenger seat, like looking out the window, and she looks over and she sits up, like, what the fuck? But then she sees Michael and Kia Myers, and then the leaves just blow and they get swept. They get literally swept in the leaves. Some bright ass orange fall leaves, like it literally like blends, like, and then it's like you hear Mr. Sandman. And it's over. He's dead, but you get one last shot at him, and it shows us this, you guys. And it's still focused. It's still focused on like this fucking saying, you can't kill the boogeyman. And it all will work because guess what? He's gone. The vessel's gone, but his name will live on forever. His story will rotten other people's mind. It will fucking like almost like that Dahmer shit. Like it will rotten the citizens of Haddonfield's mind forever. It will haunt you forever because if you think about it, look, if you think about it, it's like that if that happened, right? If that happened, it would just give us a last shot at Michael. I don't know how I would feel if fucking Michael died on screen. That's something I want to ask you guys. We don't talk about that enough either. Like we've never seen Michael die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we've never seen him die for real. So, and I just think death doesn't look right on Michael Myers. We don't see him get shot up and shit. But how would you guys feel if the movie ended with him just dead? Like full blown, like they're surrounding him or something and he's dead. Don't you guys think we should get like a poetic type of tribute ending to the franchise? Like, I know he's dead, but kind of show something. You know, we know he's dead, but you got to show, like, even if it's someone like, hey, mom, I want to light the pumpkin, like, and she lights, like, you know how, because like say in the beginning when they show the pumpkin, it crumbles and the flame goes out, but at the end we get a kid say, hey, mom, I want to light the pumpkin, like, let's light it. And when he lights it, the 78 pumpkin lights back up, but it's like it's over. But it's like, what is it fucking? Oh, like you gotta give us something like that. It's cemented that Michael's dead, but almost like a cliffhanger. Like you make the end, you decide what you think is going to happen next, and they'll keep you speculating for years. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to end it cementedly, where it's like, yeah, it's over. It's fucking dead.
Well, it's like I said a while ago, you know, and it's so weird because if you look at it, you know, yeah, Michael has died in previous movies. It was only until they decided let's make another one because people want him back, and then they figured out a way how to bring him back, right? So we're not really, it's not abnormal to see Michael die in a way. And you know, I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm like, because you know, my biggest thing was I don't want Michael to die. It's just right. It doesn't look right on Michael, right? You expect Ghostface to die. You expect Chucky, you know, Leprechaun, Jason. But I'm okay when Jason dies because I know he'll be back. You know, here it's a little more scary because it's you're planning to get rid of him in general. Like there is no more, you know, even though they always tell us, oh, this is the last Friday the 13th. This is the last Halloween. But then next thing you know, boom, the final chapter for real this time, you know. And then after that one, the really final chapter. So, you know, it's weird. It is weird because it's, you know, supposed to be the final time that he's going to die. But, you know, even like, you know, when I talked about, you know, how Michael, you know, is a shell and he's a legend. And I think that's why they gave us that little bit in Kills where she was like, he's still here, isn't he? Even though we can't see him, he's still here. And, you know, that's what's making me more okay with Michael dying in this movie if he does die, because it's the town of Haddonfield, right? It's the boogeyman. It's, you know, it's like in 78, you know, you can't go in there. That's the boogeyman's house, right? Yeah. So it's that lore, it's that legend, it's the myth, it's that secret the whole town wants. And I kind of have to think of it again, going back to My Bloody Valentine is, you know, if you watch the movie, you know, Harry Warden was a thing, you know, then he died. But from the time that he died to the time that the copycat came to Harry Warden, the whole town was like, hush, we don't talk about that. We don't, you know, so I would like, you know, I think it's going to be okay, you know, when we look at it from a legend, you know, standpoint. And like Kristen says, you know, yeah, I'd be so sad. I'd be sad too. I'm going to cry. Like I said, I root for the bad guys. But I think as long as we get that lore, that legend, you know, that Michael's still, you know, as the boogeyman, could be anybody, you know, he's out there even though you can't see him. But I think if you're going to end it, I wouldn't be mad if they ended it like how they did 78, because it kind of did leave it open to where, you remember at the end where you hear the music playing and they were showing like all the locations he stalked and killed at, and you just hear the breathing? That would be a cool ending. You know, showing everything that's happened between 78 till now, playing the music and the breathing, so that, you know, I like how they ended 78. I think that would be cool if they ended it this way too, like that. Because that lets you think either is he's dead or is this like just kind of like a poetic thing where we're showing, you know, Michael where he's been at, you know, like in his shoes for maybe that location that he was looking at, but you hear the breathing and it leaves it open, just like how part 1 did.
Yeah, I agree with you, you know, Nightmare. That's what I want. I want it to be like that little fucking door that little door that is a possibility, but it's
Yeah.
not a big possibility. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you want to feed both ends of the crowd. You want to feed the left, you want to feed the right, so we all come out equally. Like, no, he's dead. No, the fuck, he's not. We don't know. But what kills? We knew this motherfucker was alive. We knew. You know what I'm saying? And we knew another one was on the way. That's the scary part about it too that people don't talk about. We got 2018 and we were in a safe zone, like safe, because we knew Kills was behind it. And then with Kills, we were like safe because of the ending, and we knew Ends was behind it. But what Ends, it's like whatever we get out this hour and 51 minutes, we gotta eat that shit up. We gotta chew it up and swallow.
I think though, I think that they'll give us. I think they're going to cater to both sides, the Myers fans and the Laurie fans. You know, you're going to get what you want with the Laurie side, and you're going to get what you want from the Michael side. And like you said, it could be just the smallest thing. Now, remember, think back to Hocus Pocus, the first one, right?
Yeah.
Witches are dead, you know. But then at the end, you had the bullies in the cages up top, and then what happened, right? We saw Book, and faded in closely, and then what happened? His eye opened and was looking around, right, and it ended. Left it open to where if they ever wanted to do a part 2, you could, or you could just leave it open and been like, oh shit, like leave it to your imagination, right? Like it's just, but at that point you didn't have to expect another movie. You just knew like that's cool. So obviously there that something of them is still left behind, right? It's still left its mark with Book being able to, open and look inside. Like you knew, like, oh shit, they're still there in a way.
Yeah. So what if it's something like this happening? Shape, I want to hear what you think. Say if he's laid out on his back, right, and he has the knife still in his hand like this, and it's bloody as fuck. Something like this, I think, will be a perfect ending. We zoom in on Michael's hand because I want to touch on something that Shape and Monica brought to my attention months ago. How the knife, remember they zoom in on the knife a lot. There's always something with the knife. What if this time it's in Michael's hand? He's laid out. And I can see them doing this. And everyone in the chat, comment down below. The knife is bloody, and they kind of zoom in on the blade. And you just get this thick-ass drop of blood. It just drops like it just goes slowly. But it's like, I know it doesn't mean he's dead or alive, but it will kind of make you like, why the fuck did they show that? Why the fuck did they show that? It zooms in on his hand. Or maybe it's something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's something like that, but or it can be a glare of the knife. Maybe it's like a little glare, but that knife is rusty as fuck. So maybe it'll just be blood, that just drops. And it zooms in on his hand, and it's like, I don't fucking know. Or maybe he's holding the knife tight, and when it zoom in, his hands just do it just releases. It could be him dying. See, it will be one of those, and it's like, it can be him dying, or it can be like he just finally let go. It could be like, bro, what the fuck? We just left the theater. This motherfucker let go of the handle. Like, I don't know.
What if it's just something as simple as, like, it fades to the Myers house, right? Yeah. And you got, like, Lonnie and then, like, just new kids, right? Like, walking up to the house, and they're just staring, and you hear, like, the wind blowing and a creak, and it spooks them, and they just fucking run off. It's like it's continuing on, like, again, the legend, the lore, right? Like, it's like you hear the creak, like, what was that creak? Was it the wind? Or was it Michael in the house looking back at that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be cool too, I think.
Yeah, I agree. That would be fucking crazy. That would be crazy. Oh, Shape, what you think, man? Shape, you're looking like you're thinking.
Well, I've been thinking a lot. I like what both you guys have said about like Nightmare, like the 78, call back to 78 at the end. And yours with the the leaves blowing and, Kid Michael and Adult Michael, they kind of fade off in the leaves and stuff. But I've been thinking, because, like, again, Resurrection, to where the kids, they had the pumpkin and they walked up to the Myers house and they put the pumpkin there because, like, oh, this is the boogeyman's house. So, you got to put the pumpkin as an offering. What happens if the Myers house is still standing in it, right? It's still there, it's vacant. Nobody gets there. Nobody does anything. But you have, at the end of the movie, you have the kids, and they take the pumpkin. They run up there. They put the thing down. Get the pumpkin. They light it and stuff, and they leave, right? And then it pans down the house, and all of a sudden you see a silhouette, or like maybe the mask of Michael, like through the window.
Yeah. I mean,
And that kind of but it but again, like if Michael as like he dies, but in a way, like you said, like he disappears, you know, with the leaves and stuff, but just have like Michael's face in the window, and then same thing how with the kid Michael disappeared and kills, he disappears at the end.
I just fucking thought about some shit, and it's kind of what you just said, Shape. This will make me have a fucking like. It will make me feel like I'm on fucking dope in the theaters. I'm like, what the fuck? I'll have to call you guys in the theater seat. Like, if this happens, like, so it's both of you guys. Is you know what you just said put together, like how Nightmare, like the rooms and everything. I will fucking trip out. Like I will walk out and say, like, shut the fuck up. You're dumb. We got a good movie. Like, I just one of those feelings. Like, I'm happy I get in the car and like, bro, what if? Okay, say if this is the Myers house. And we know Michael's dead, but it's just like Nightmare said. But you know, the house and the inside, you know, I don't know if they clean it up. Maybe they kind of keep everything. I don't know. They just like it's abandoned now. 4 years. I want to see it abandoned. No one lives in the house. The Little John and Big John boarded up. And they kind of go in the house and POV, but it's no one there. It's just like it's the camera. We get the living room, the music's playing, you know. And I think we can get ourselves in the mood. I'm gonna just put the music up real fast so you guys can really put it in your brain. You know, I'm gonna let you guys put it in your brain. So here we go. This is what we do. All right. So look, picture this Nightmare in shape. The house, right? Boom, POV on the house. You see the living room, it flashes. You see the stairs, it flashes. Just like Nightmare said, but the house is rotten. The wallpaper's kind of falling off. Go upstairs. Remember how Big John, whatever the fuck that is like, hey, Michael, you know, you're home. What if it's that same shot? It's the same shot, but it's like POV. It just shows. And we know Michael's dead. It's for sure. This motherfucker got up. And we just see, you know, like it's like they're putting us in the shoes of Kid Myers, like in '78. It's like it's rebirthing something, but it's ending. Like we are Michael for the moment. And we look, and when you look, you see fucking Michael. You see him. But then it's like the camera kind of goes to like this. You see him. He's gone. Because it will show you, like, it's no way he walked past this fucking, you know what I'm saying? It will be like, boom. He's there. He's gone. But it will be like how, because I like the Nightmare and you said, Shape, but it's like, then the camera just cuts off, like, you know, bum, 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 bum. And it's like, what the, bro, if that happens, because it shows you how it ended in '78, but it's a brand new ending, and it shows you, no matter what, the vessel, the spirit of Michael, this was his spot. This was his spot. This is how it all started. You know, Michael, and he's stabbing her and shit, but it's like, he's still there, you know. Even when he killed Hawkins' partner, you saw his footsteps imprinted in the fucking floor. Like you see the bottom of his boot. Like, what if it just, bro? I will fucking go crazy because it's showing you, like,
bro. What you just got me thinking. Like, so it's very similar to what you said.
Yeah.
Same way. Only you got okay. So this is gonna sound funny, but like the ending to Titanic, right?
Yeah.
Old busted down Myers house. Right as you walk in, you know, but then like how Titanic was, where you saw the ship, it was all sunken and destroyed, but then it started like healing itself back to '78 look, right? And then, you know, going up the stairs, we see Michael's like POV going up the stairs, like to do this room. You know, you get like, I don't know, maybe a flash, and you see like Judith or something. But then like after it's done, even though it didn't technically happen in '78, but have Kid Myers like look in the window, right? And then do like a lightning flash to where you have like Michael like this, and then just like slowly look up and do like another lightning fucking flash, and then end credits, you know? Like that would be cool because you're seeing the decrepitness, but it's like refixing itself. Like it's like the story will always go on and on and on, you know?
Oh my God, bro. That's that right there. That fucking, like what Nightmare just said, combined with like I think we're on to something. I feel like if they want to end this shit perfect, and you want to have that crowd be satisfied that Michael's dead, you want to have that crowd satisfied that Lori walked away, You gotta give us that. You have to give us that fucking ending where it's like a hologram, like a flash to show you the history. Maybe even it could be something like this. As he's walking up as we're going up the stairs, we can see like it kind of like like blend. Like when you go up the stairs, it flashes to the old stair scene. Boom, go back to regular. Go upstairs, it flashes to Judith and the fucking mirror. Goes back to regular. Goes to the window.
Bro,
I was like, what
while that's happening with the music in the background, all that happening, pay homage to Loomis. You could take it from 4 or 5, all the fucking movies. Take Loomis's quotes and just be like, like this thing, this force, and he was sat there looking in the, at the window, not at the window, at the wall, just all of Dr. Loomis's quotes that he ever talked about Michael playing, like kind of like H20. Remember how I was like showing you Loomis's office, and you heard Loomis kind of talk, like add that in there too. That would be fucking cool.
I think I love that. Like my favorite line, like they did that. Like my favorite line, where like if that was the end, towards the end, to where you have like from Halloween, I think it's Halloween 5. No, Halloween 5 or Halloween 4. I keep getting those confused. But where you have Loomis talking, and it says right there, it says that he's going a little speech, but then it goes. He says, "I knew in my heart that hell would not happen."
Yeah,
yeah. Dude, yeah, hell yeah. Like, okay, pan to the shot where Michael's looking down, right? I wish he would go to hell, but in my heart I knew hell wouldn't have him, right? And then have Michael look up, he had the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes, right? And you see Michael as he looks up, but then you have like maybe you even have like Loomis like step in like how Michael did to Allison. So you knew that you get Loomis with Mike, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be a nice homage, Myers looking out, blackest eyes, devil's eyes, Loomis just comes up behind and it's like boom.
Or see, I'm over here thinking now we're in a fucking big ass rabbit hole. Like
Brandon got a video tomorrow.
But like think though, Nightmare, think if he's in a window, right? It's like how Nightmare says he's looking down and then he looks up. And when you go, that saying where I think Nightmare knows how to say it better than me. It's like the goblins and something, it's like the trick-or-treaters, and you got like some kids and they kind of walk past like they're like, that's the Myers house. They say you can't kill the book, like some shit like that. You know how Tommy Doyle said to Laurie in the hallway, he's like, you can't kill the boogeyman. He comes up the stairs, but you got to say it at the end, and it kind of like flashes him, and it go, or you got to do like a revolve. Oh my god, like they do like a revolving shot out the window, and it shows like this motherfucker's not even there.
Yeah,
that will be. I swear, if you give me that, bro, that's it. I understand the ending. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Oh my, bro! If David Gordon Green doesn't do that, some shit similar to what we just brought up, give us the fucking rights to the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like because we're Halloween fans. That's the perfect way to end it off because you're feeding both ends of the crowd. One crowd got to see Michael lay on his back, but the Myers fans got to see that he lives on. His.
Can you imagine us three like sitting in a fucking like meeting room and just been like, okay, guys, we got to think about this final scene. Go. No, I don't like that. Let's scrap that. Okay, let's go to with this one. Yeah, I like that. Like I could just picture like us three like in a room like, Let's go to the storyboards.
Yeah. That.
Hey guys, I kind of. I don't talk about this. I have this. To me, it might be crazy to you guys, but I kind of want you guys' take on this. Let me know what you guys think about this. So we got the ending shot, right? And how you said Kid Myers, right? We're talking about Loomis, bringing Loomis, in the back, everything else. But what happens at the end? We got Loomis's montage talking and stuff, and we see Kid Myers, and how Nightmare say, like the house, bring it back to like Titanic and stuff, right? But you have Kid Myers and Dr. Loomis. Dr. Myers right at the window, and you got Dr. Loomis put his hand on his shoulder, Kid Myers' shoulder, and then when it pans out, and it kind of like how you said, it kind of cuts to the front of the window, and you see Girl Myers with Loomis' hand on his shoulder.
Like shows you like Yeah, see shit like that. We're just like fans. We're just fans. We're like big fans, you know. But who knows? They can go so many routes. It can be a route. Like, and I love what you said, Shay. If someone like it's Halloween and the house just someone sticks a sign in the yard and says sold. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're not gonna tear this house down. If someone just sticks the sign in the yard, sold. And it's like, oh, so it's kind of telling you that they're going to bring up that story like Little John and Big John said. You know what fucking house this is? Michael fucking Myers. Like, it will be like, it's shit like that I'll be satisfied with. I know the soul is kind of like cringe, but you got to kind of do something like what we just stated on the screen. It has to be done that way, because I'm going to be highly upset if we just leave the theaters and it's like Michael's dead. Then the next morning, Laurie's like drinking coffee. And it's like a monologue, like, I finally killed the movie. And he was. Like, I don't want that. I'm sorry. I want it to be, some flowers to both. And not just the characters, the movie in general. And I think the best way is what we all three just said. The flash of the room, Michael in the window, Laurie's on her merry way. And you can even give Laurie some type of, like, I think it'll be a perfect ending if Laurie's just like head on the window. She's just done. She's wore out. She's just like some shit like that, Something simple. You don't gotta go too crazy. Just give us a handshake out the theaters, Shout out to the corn, man. What's up, man? In the chat, saying what's up, yo? What's good, fellas? We got Jamie. Hello, what's up, Jamie? We got Nightwatch Jones saying, "Hey, y'all, salute to the panel." Yeah, man, Night. We're on here finishing it out. We're closing it out, man. We're talking Halloween ends. We're in this fucking rabbit hole right now, man. We're all three in this fucking rabbit hole. It's crazy. Let me see.
When you're ready, I got something I want to touch on and see what you guys think, because I saw this and I kind of want to see what you guys think.
Yeah. Danny saying, I feel like we'll have the same ending as 78. Is presumed dead, but he disappears and all you hear is heavy breathing with scenes of Haddonfield. It's almost like he's one. I mean, if they do that, I'm gonna tell you right now, people are gonna be upset because it's repetitive. I think the safest way is like what we just said. You gotta kind of shoot it in a way where like he's not alive. You know that he's not alive. The butcher saying if they do kill off, it should Laurie, Allison, and Hawkins and Lindsay should stand over his body as the camera zooms out. We see all Michael's victims and standing behind them. I mean, bro,
like some Black Phone shit, dude.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy. I don't know if you guys ever seen My Soul to Take by Wes Craven. It's like an alternate ending where I want to say his name is Buzz, but all the victims that died, it ended so crazy. Like he's still so Bugs. He didn't die, but his friends died. So he's walking down this he's walking down this long ass street with trees, and he's talking to his friend that we know is dead. Nightmare. He's like, "Hey man, for example, he's like, 'What's up, Chris?' And he's like, 'What's up, man? We finally did it.'" And then you see, for example, a girl named Ash. She's like, "Yeah, we finally did it," because they're like high school students. And then a car's coming behind them, and I'm like, "Damn, what the fuck? You're not gonna get out the street?" And the car just drives through them. It just drives through them, and they just go up in the air. They fade off. I mean, that would be crazy to show all his victims, but some of his victims wasn't important. I'm gonna be honest. He was just chopping them up. You're going to show the Iron Lady. He was just dropping motherfuckers off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So that's kind of.
You're gonna see Lester. Can you imagine seeing Lester sitting there like?
You see Lester walking down. He just walks.
Lester's getting on my nerves again.
Yeah. Let me see. Pixie saying she has to go. Definitely, Pixie, get some rest. Danielle also saying she has to go. You guys definitely get some rest. She said that not going to be able to stay much longer. I'll probably see you all at the Halloween watch party tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for having me again. Stay scary. Definitely, Danielle. Definitely. I got Prima Donna saying, "Hey, what's up, Prima Donna?" We got Kirsten saying, "If Michael has to die for sure, then I want to see Freddy's hand reaching out and grabbing him." That would be fucking crazy. That would be crazy. Keith said, I just feel the trilogy needs to have Fubu scared up like not so much as the time. I mean, yeah, you got to kind of you got to put Michael's, you got to make him scary. You do, because sometimes it's like Michael's a superhero. Like he stands out the crowd like a fucking, like I said, Superman. It's like I think it's because we love him so much. We want to see him heal. We want to see him, do stuff like that. So, good night, Pixie. Thanks for coming through and showing some support. We appreciate it. So Nightmare, I know you said that you wanted to touch on something. What?
Yeah, so it's going to lead into two different, not two different things, but it's going to lead into two different options or paths.
Yeah.
So the one thing I know it's been touched on very lightly, but I think it's something that we have to think about because there's a reason to everything. There's one thing my dad told me when we used to play video games together, go to the rental store and rent games and stuff for the weekend. There was always a part in the game where we would come to a room or something, and first time entering the room or the section of the game, and like, why are we here? And it's like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I would get frustrated. My dad would go, they put it there for a reason. There's a reason for you to be in that room or that section of the game. So figure it out, find out what you need to do. If you look at the Season of the Witch masks, right? The skull, the jack-o'-lantern, okay? It's obviously canon because if you look in Kills, you see the, little shamrock, things on the back of the neck and stuff like that. So I wonder if you could say it's an Easter egg, yeah, but when you've been kind of pushing the Season of the Witch masks and Halloween 3 for all three films, I think that's too much of an Easter egg. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do it in one movie and be like, oh my God, there's Season of the Witch mask. But when you do it for 2018, you do it for Kills. I'm anxious as what you're going to do for Ends. Like, is it going to lead into something to where you could do a Season of the Witch where it's like the same universe, the same, canon or whatever? I mean, because it is. You got the Silver Shamrock there. So obviously they're a company, right? They're making those masks. So would it be something that it will lead, not like the Michael Myers storyline, but it'll give you an option like, it leaves it open, right? That door open if they wanted to do it in the same universe. But then I saw a theory in an article the other day, and we all know Michael's mask is something's with the mask, right? Something's up because he doesn't get attacked without unless he has it on, and he usually survives, or he not usually, but he does survive when he has the mask on. Now I'm not saying he's controlled by Silver Shamrock, like he's a robot or some Thorn shit, but who's to say that the mask, even though Michael altered it in 78, who's to say that mask wasn't a pre-prototype or like an early Silver Shamrock mask that had some sort of supernatural or cursed, whatever it is to it? Because you think of like the Curse of the Silver Shamrock or something, right? And those masks that you get, the skull, the pumpkin, and the witch, is what they finally came up with for their mask to do whatever they plan to do. But what if the Myers mask was originally an early prototype of Silver Shamrock, and that's what's not controlling Michael, but that's what's giving Michael his power and his he's drawn to it. He needs that mask. Like, what if it's that? Like, what do you think? Like, Silver Shamrock had like an early prototype mask that's like cursed, or it has just evil attached to it. It could just be evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes me wonder, because there's a reason why you got Silver. And again, back to the video game. There's a reason you have Silver Shamrock in there. Now, I could just be, maybe I'm full of bullshit, and maybe it's nothing after all. But for 2 movies straight, you're showing us Silver Shamrock callbacks, the masks, the button. Obviously something with Michael's mask is, we've all seemed to touch on that. Mm-hmm. So, like, what do you think? Like, that got me thinking, like, it's possible. Not, like I said, it's not Silver Shamrock controlling Michael, but it was just maybe a mask. Oh, this is a failed prototype. Threw it away, not knowing what they'd done to it. You know what I'm saying? Like a backstory of the mask, I guess you could say. And that's what causes Michael to have that take a hit and not die type shit,
I kind of thought about this, but I stopped like just doing it because a lot of people didn't want to see it. But I was on, like, I really thought this, like, about this Nightmare, because I had said when you get them on the thing in the park, you can see the badge clear as hell on the nurse's neck. Even in 2018, where you hear the firecrackers popping, you see all 3 of them walk past. But this is the thing, you guys, you got to remember, this is all in the same night, 2018 and Kills. So as a Halloween nerd, it makes you think, did they see the commercial yet? Did they see it? Does Silver Shamrock Novelties exist? Is that factory still up and running? How the fuck are they getting a mask? It's like a hit the blunt type of moment. You know, it's like, what if? Because if you like Nightmare say, put it in perfect, you know, theory that, you know, basically shit is put in games for a reason. Everything is planned for a reason. So when they're ready to go back and pull from it, it's there already. So it's not like, oh, no, you just added that. No, we've been had that. You guys just didn't notice it. So it can be something like that, Nightmare, because you got to think. When we see Season of the Witch, we get a fucking shot of Michael on the TV. So it's like they always have been some way connected. Now, I watched a documentary, and that was John Carpenter's original, like, you know, one of his original ideas, because he actually wanted Halloween to be like a series of movies. Like, he wanted to, you know, he wanted to be different stories of Halloween night. So, for example, Michael was a story, The Babysitter Murder, which was the original name for Halloween, for people that didn't know. Season of the Witch was going to be its own Halloween story, Season of the Witch. Then it's going to be like almost like Goosebumps, but you got to think of it like this, like a
anthology, like Trick or Treat type of thing.
Yeah, exactly what Nightmare just said, and that's what he wanted. So think about it. That type of anthology where everything's connected in some way, shape, or form. When the character, like, for example, if you guys watch Creepshow, he's always the one telling the stories, like moo hoo ha ha, and he's just like telling the stories, and you know, Tales from the Crypt, like the Crypt Keeper's like he's connected. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he pop out of garbage cans and shit. Like, I was in this story too, motherfucker. Like I exist, like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that will be. I swear, if that happened, where it's like it's connected, some type of chain, where it's like you motherfuckers didn't see that. Like, yeah, we Halloween Season of the Witch, and Halloween is all in the same. You know, and what if it's like they take the mask off? Now we're just don't kill us, don't kill Nightmare. I'm protecting Nightmare and Shape and myself. We're just having fun. We're in a rabbit hole. They just kind of pull the mask off. Instead of seeing a badge, you're like, what the fuck? And it's a stamp. And it shows like first copy. Or it's like prototype. Yeah. And you're like, and Allison's like, grandmother, like, maybe Allison and Laura like, fuck us, we're taking this mask with us. You know, never know.
Look at your ends mask. It's got that, like you said, the stamp. Yeah. Like it could be an early thing. And you know what cemented that idea for me is because remember I told you about Kills with the DJ when the guy with the umbrella crashes the car and you hear the DJ on the fucking radio when everybody's at the car, like, you know, what happened? You heard the DJ. Didn't know anything about a fucking DJ until we started seeing the ends trailers, right? And then we're like, holy shit, and then when I noticed that, I'm like, you put that in there for a reason. That was in Kills. We didn't even know. It was right in front of our face. No one paid attention to the radio when that shit crashed until you go back and watch it or someone brings it to your attention. So if you did that with the DJ and then boom, the DJ's in ends, like I said, it's too much of a coincidence. I wouldn't even say it's too much of a coincidence that you're going to have Silver Shamrock in both movies. Even though it's the same night, it's two different movies. You could have just not shown Silver Shamrock for the rest of the movie in Kills, right? Because you already showed it in 2018. So it's like, okay, got my Easter egg, cool. But you showed it twice, and this time you showed the badge. Like something's up. Even if the commercial's playing, I mean, let's not say the but what if you're walking past somewhere or even on the radio and you hear like, hey kids, don't forget at 12 p.m. midnight, be in front of your TV screens, that preview, that. Like it just shows you like Freddy and Jason, right? They're in the same universe. You know that Freddy was in Ohio doing his thing, Jason was doing his thing. It's the same fucking universe, and that's where I brought up the slasher verse. Where you remember I talked to you guys about that, how the Jarvis tapes said, well, I was in Smith's Grove for a little bit, I was in Springwood, so who's to say that, Michael ends. But you think the threat's over with, but there's just a whole nother threat that if they wanted to take that route, they could, But then again, it leads me to the mask. Like, we're all on this mask. We all know Silver Shamrock, what they do, right? They make fucking masks that cause havoc and and trouble. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's what it is, or I would like it to. I mean, I would if you do it right, but there's a reason. And I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe maybe it just turns out to be nothing. And I'll you all could call me a dumbass after Thursday, but bro, 2 movies in a row, there's no way.
And I got something that we're going to touch on with that, Nightmare, because you brought it up. And I want to just make sure I get this comment. Gilbert saying, good night, y'all. I'm going to sleep. But before I do, I have 2 questions. Why is there 2 Halloween ends? I want to say he's saying ending. And there will be a missing woman on the billboard. The missing woman is like Megan Baxter. So we don't know about that. And the reason it's 2 ends is because I feel like they were stuck at a point. Obviously, they want to play it safe. So that's what I think. Yeah, because I want to get back on this season of the witch shit, because it's a huge rabbit hole. I'm just trying to make sure I get to everything. This is very hard. We got a lot of people here tonight, and if you haven't liked it, like the fucking stream, definitely like it, you guys. We got over 70 people, and let me see, we got 81 likes. So definitely, you guys, definitely check out Nightmare Corner's channel. He has awesome content over there. He's killing it. Same with Shape's killing it. You guys love both of these guys. Go over to their channels and subscribe. You definitely won't be disappointed. But yeah, after I answer this, we got to get back on that Nightmare. Got Donnie saying, man, it feels nice to be a member. Hell yeah, Donnie saying. By the way, Brandon, they just opened a Spirit here. Going tomorrow, by the way, JLC is on Jimmy Kimmel tonight. Damn, I didn't know that. So I got to watch that. So, Donnie, like I told you, man, I'm so happy that you're a member. And that is so cool that Spirit is opening. Try to get the ends mask, Donnie. I don't know if you know you're interested in it, but it's a cool mask. Spirit has a lot of cool stuff. And comment and let me know, is this your first time going to a Spirit? Like, if so, damn. I appreciate you, man. Let me see what I got. I got this for you, Donnie. Here you go, man. Enjoy. Oh, hell no! That's for you, Donnie, man. Appreciate the super chat. We got one more. Because I want to get, man, I'm over here thinking right now as I speak with this Halloween 3 shit. Childhood Corn, so I'm with Nightmare. Guarantee Ends has a H3 emphasis. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility because in some way, some shape or form, they're both connecting in some type of fucking, universe, as you see. So definitely Childhood Corn, man. This is for you. I appreciate you, bro. And here you go, man.
Was it the sister's name? Judith.
Next day, the next day, the motherfucker was dead. What the hell? Oh my God.
What was the word?
Yeah. What the hell?
Michael.
Oh my God.
Got him! Got him!
Damn!
That is for you, Child of the Corn, man. But I want to get back into that H3. Let me see, make sure everything is okay. So Rosalia is actually leaving us. Rosalia, definitely. We appreciate you for coming through, helping us. With the chat, is showing support. So definitely, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Appreciate it. But I was thinking about this when Nightmare was saying, because my gears were going immediately. Think about this, man. Now this would kind of open up doors because they're saying that they're not touching Halloween, Michael's franchise anymore. What if we keep the same ending we fucking had, right? And it's like, say if it's like they're going by the house, and it's obviously going to happen on Halloween night. The closing thing is going to happen Halloween night. Maybe you get some kids walking home, like swinging their trick or treat bag, going home, like, yeah, like you just see a back shot of them. They're like, yeah, this was a great night. You know, they said that's Michael's house right there, and bro, oh my fucking god, you know they said that's Michael's house right there, and you just see 3 kids just look up at the window like, yeah, they said it happened in that room, and they look at each other. Oh, I will fucking be scared. I'm not gonna lie. You see the skull, look at the pumpkin, and then you see the witch. And you kind of like, now that the ending will be kind of like, kind of cringy if you just see them walking, like, yeah, this is Michael's house, and kind of walk. And like, hey, so where you get your mask from? Like, they just kind of panning out. Like, you guys ever seen Monster House, how it ended with Chowder, and they're walking like that type of ending. Like, you know, where you get your mask? You know, the old factory, Silver Shamrock, and or some shit like that, where it shows you that they possibly want to make a Halloween 3. But even if you take that ending off where like jolly and shit, what if we did see that? You see 3 kids walk up to the Myers house and they have on a mask and they just look at each other like, yeah, say this was the Myers house.
Yeah. You can even walk by the Myers house, but like all that, you know, whatever, Myers house, boogeyman, yeah. And then like they see the commercial on in somebody's house, and then they're just like, oh, come on, we gotta go, and you just see them running down the street going home because they want to get to the TV before the big giveaway happens. Yeah. You know, like, because how many of us were kids and, you know, we're coming home from school and we're like, oh shit, SpongeBob's coming on, we gotta go, you know, we gotta go watch that. You know, like that would be cool too. Yeah. But like I'm saying, I don't know, man. More likely, you know, people will be like, haha, you were dumb after Thursday. But I don't know. Like I said, there's a reason for everything. Yeah. You can't tell me you didn't put that shit in 2 movies for no reason.
Yeah, I was actually just going through some of the TV spots and trailers because I don't know if I was just imagining it or whatever, but I'm pretty sure I heard the Silver Shamrock. Or I've seen something, or something of Silver Shamrock, like the pumpkin picture or something. I mean, I was going through the trailers, TV spots, because there's been so many, and I don't know if I was just imagining it or something, but I seen something that was Silver Shamrock related in the the studio. The DJs at there was something in there. I'm looking through because it was really quick, and I don't know if I was just imagining it or what, but I'm pretty sure there was something related to Silver Shamrock in that.
I'm gonna have to find like all TV spot trailers for Halloween Ends and just watch now, because I don't know. The good thing though, if it'll pay off, because if it does do something with Silver Shamrock, at least I can say it was said here, you know, and I said it with you guys, and we're like, nah, maybe, possibly, you know.
What if the DJ actually plays it? You know, what if the DJ actually plays it? Like, you know, he's like, you know, he's saying like, which one to get our boogeyman out tonight? You know, to get you guys in the mood, let's play a classic theme. I'm like, shit like that. You don't even have to go that deep, man. You can just throw some shit like that, and we know you can just hear the song, and it's like, damn, this something exists in this universe.
You don't be fucking crazy, dude. Okay, picture this, right? DJ's like, hey guys, this is, you know, KILLA and Haddonfield, blah 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 blah. You know, that was so-and-so by John Carpenter, and we're going to go to commercial. And when we come back, guys, we're going to be talking about the boogeyman, right? Puts his radio station on the commercials, right? Mm-hmm. And then you hear like, hey, kids, don't forget our big giveaway at 12 already, right? And then you hear the right, just because it's part of the commercial. And how cool would it be as Michael's like behind the DJ, and he's fucking like killing the DJ, right? Like, oh, what the fuck? But like in the background, you just hear like, you know, like happy Halloween giveaway at 12. Like that would be fucking crazy too. Yeah. Like just the commercial like playing on the radio, like reminding them be at your TV. Yeah. And like you can see him like fucking getting thrown around like that. That would be cool, yo.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or what was this, right? Because say like Halloween 3 is maybe part of this universe, right? And the kids might die if they see the commercial or you don't hear things, right? What happens if he's like, hey man, got a special you know thing for Silver Shamrock, and he goes to plays it and says, hey kids, you know, don't, and all of a sudden you hear Michael just grab the guy and smash him right there, so that way the thing doesn't get played, you don't hear it, don't get reminded.
Yeah. It like stops to what's gonna happen.
So speaking of fucking, crazy, just fucking endings, I touched on this. You get some Silver Shamrock, some kids, because the fucking kid in the fucking the house. He's like, I got the whole damn bag, and he has the skull. Bro, what if after Michael has that mask, he's in the park, right? Maybe someone finds it, like it's somewhere buried, dirty or something. I don't fucking know. Like on some, that's some goosebump shit. But just like, what if, like, somehow we see that mask, it still has the old blood stains on it, and maybe now this is just deep as fuck. This is like asshole deep in the rabbit hole. A kid just gets the mask, and they're like, "Hey, look, I found a right?" And they're holding it, and it's like, you kind of fucking hear like the music. It's like, can I put it on? No, watch that, like watch it for like, but you just. Or just someone has and you see a badge like kind of like glows a little bit, not glows, but just something small like showing you that it's still in that universe. Like some leaves blow over the mask. Maybe no one ever found that skull mask.
I have the little bastard kid fuck with the badge, and then the badge like shook his ass, like in the movie, right? When the mom was like picking at it.
Yeah, I mean, either way, if they do a season or a witch reboot or some type of modern day remake, it's going to be fucking crazy. And speaking of remakes, I don't want to touch on it right now because it's a Halloween stream, but Goosebumps is fucking coming back. It's fucking coming back. And you guys know here on the channel, oh my fuck, I think me, Nightmare, shit, we was the first fucking ones just Goosebumps. Just fucking Halloween 3 fucking Goosebumps. But it's not confirmed, but I seen someone like out in the horror community bring it up. So
no, I think it is because what's his name? Justin Long is going to be a part of it.
Oh, from Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. But you know what? It's so crazy because you bring up Goosebumps. If you think of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, right? They wanted to do an anthology. It didn't work out because people wanted Michael back. But this is your perfect way to start an anthology spin-off from the Halloween series. You got Halloween Season of the Witch, and like you said, you could branch off to so many different. I mean, hell, you do it with freaking what, I can't think of the movies or shows now, but you do it with the shows now. Like you have your main show, and then like, oh, that would be a cool side story. But then you got to think about it too. The main reason people don't like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which if you haven't let it go by now, I feel sorry for you. You got to let it go. They're upset because it had nothing to do with Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. We get it. We've been through that drama when the movie came out. They fixed it. Here's part 4. Here's Michael Myers again. Halloween 3 as a standalone. When you know what the purpose was, it makes sense and it's okay. I think people are still mad because it's like, I had nothing to do with Michael Myers. Okay, get over it. Because it was a good movie. It was decent, right? It had some cheesy moments. But it's a good fucking story. You're talking about Halloween masks that kill people.
Yeah,
that's fucking scary. And the main target is kids because it's Halloween. Kids want Halloween masks, But like that would be your way to branch off and do like a Goosebumps type thing with Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, and you get different things. Hell, you can even turn around and come back to the Halloween franchise, and you can show us, like a mini episode of like Hawkins' life or Allison's life. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different. You can even come out with a TV series.
Yeah.
For all that fucking matters, touch on all that shit. Let me see what happened to what's his name? Brackett after Annie died. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just so much you can touch on. I think Halloween 3 would be the perfect route to go.
Yeah. I agree. With Nightmare. Rook saying our spirit and Party City doesn't have the ends mask. I have yet to see it. Yeah, it's kind of high demand. I can only imagine closer to the movie how much people want that.
Don't feel bad. Mine don't either.
Yeah, I had actually seen one closer to my house, but it was one like in another state where I have to go to get some. But I only saw.
I'm kind of pissed at my Party City because they have a whole bunch and nobody's buying them. Like there's a legit shitload of masks at my Party City. I'm like, why is nobody buying these? Like it's
that's crazy. Let me see. I'm trying to get to some of these comments. Donnie saying, yeah, it will be. I had even heard of Spirit until I heard you talk about it a few streams ago, my brother, and I'm going to dress up as music producers and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis for a Halloween party. That's cool, man. Sock, I can't pronounce Sachiko Ekwa. Sorry if I butchered that saying. I'm pretty sure how a part goes down is Michael kills him behind Lori Michael fixed him. I mean, we seen something like similar to that in the trailer, so it can happen, possibly. Make sure I get to Mario saying he got to get going. Catch you everyone later. Definitely, man. Mario's always cool having you in there. We appreciate it. Kirsten saying she's back. Definitely, Kirsten. Welcome back. Danny H Vlog says, I like Scary on a scale from 1 to 10. How likely do you think it is that we get 2 different endings for theatrical version and Peacock version? Because you know they might have filmed multiple endings. I think it's like a 9 out of 10. Because Jamie Lee Curtis kind of said you want to go to the movies, you want to go home and watch it, go to the movies again, and then you want to go home and watch it. So it's kind of like she told us in like a clue type of way. So, Donnie said, "Yo, Brandon, Jamie Lee just said she's getting her hands and feet imprinted in the cement tomorrow to go along with her star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Super cool. Oh yeah, I go. You think so? I actually took a picture with her star. I want to say, let me see. I want to wait. If I can find it through that. But a lot of people showing H3 love, man. That's what's up. Halloween 3 is definitely underrated in my opinion. It is definitely underrated. It's not talked about enough. And I think that if they could tackle one film, like they could bring a film back that's like horror and connected to Halloween, I definitely think it would be cool for them to bring. See. Oh, yep, here we go, right here. See, I wasn't there when she had the fucking footprints. I was there when she fucking. I had to, man, and you guys. Don't talk about this story. I went like 6 blocks. So I'm like, I gotta take a picture. I don't give a fuck. I gotta take a picture. And I had downloaded this app on my phone where I'm like literally GPS to her star, like, okay, where the fuck is it? It says it's on this block. And they put fucking Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis's fucking star in front of a bodega. Like a store, like motherfucker sells oils and shit. I'm like, you motherfucker, and it smells like pee. I'm like, man. But
I was gonna say you should have kissed that motherfucker, but if it smells like pee, yeah, don't do that.
You wanna know what's crazy, Nightmare? I fucking said I was gonna do that, but when it smelled like piss and oil, I'm like, you know what? I'm not kissing shit. I did. There you go.
But now you gotta go back and you gotta do like that Tarzan thing, like you gotta put your hand in her handprint and you gotta take a picture.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
And then you can play "You'll Be in My Heart."
This motherfucking Nightmare is silly.
No matter what they say.
There you go. You'll be in my heart always.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Don't listen to them, cause what do they know?
I'm definitely going back though. For the 78 house and to go back now that I found out her handprint. I gotta do that. Dan, you saying here's a gift from me. I like Scary. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. I actually got some new super chat videos I want to kind of get put up for us. I haven't put them out yet. Let me see if okay.
I'm kind of scared.
Oh, they're cool, man.
No, I know they're cool, but that's why I'm scared. Cause someone's...
I got some new ones. 1 sec, you guys. Be patient.
Next thing I know, motherfucker was dead.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. This one right here, Nightmare. These motherfuckers are wild. Let me see. See. All right. Oh, let me see. Who's super chat I'm on? Okay, I'm on Daniel. So you're the first one to get the new super chat video. So here you go, and enjoy. Here you go.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your robes.
I'm getting so hot, I wanna take my robe off.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your robes.
I'm getting so hot, I wanna take my robe.
Why, bro? Why?
Yeah, man, that's it right there. Shout out to the choir, man.
As soon as I seen that fucking old man, I'm like, this motherfucker. No, he did it.
Yeah, man. You gotta have that. And I got another one. I'm gonna have series of these. Lee's World of Comic with the super chat saying, I want a silver shamrock van in the movie driving around. I mean, that would be some deep shit. And they're playing a dun dun dun, like almost how they're like Jesus is real. You know, you go to Vegas and LA, you kind of promote like Silver Shamrock at the big ass club. I mean, that would be crazy, Lee's World of Comic.
No, you don't be crazy. Like Lori's walking around Haddonfield, right? Like in the scene where you see her like in the daytime outside. What if she just walks past the church, right? Yeah. And like, you know how church usually when you go by a church, it's in operation or people are there praying, right? She just walks by and all, yes, we'll gather around the river. The beautiful. Like you just hear that out from coming out of the windows, you know? That would be crazy, dude.
Yeah. So let me see. I'm trying to make sure everything is good. All right. So Lee's World of Comic, we did the first one. You have the gift of getting the second one. The second one is better. I'm telling you. Here we go, right here. Here we go, right here. Let me see. Yeah. This is for you, man. Enjoy. Appreciate the super chat. Riding dirty, man.
Trying to catch me riding dirty.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty.
My music's so loud, I'm swinging. They're hoping that they're gonna catch me riding dirty.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty.
It's the old lady, man. She's
like,
riding
dirty. Like, oh, keep getting so into it. Well, that's just like to take my clothes off. Like some of them were like, oh, I'm gonna take my clothes off. Like, no, please don't.
And then you guys got to peep. They're saying, I don't want to take my robe off.
Dude, that should have been a Cialis commercial or whatever the fuck that was.
God damn. Bro, when I had
I'm gonna show you. I'll show you something. Like this shit cracked me up.
Oh man.
Okay, so this is a parody, so you won't get copyrighted or nothing. But this shit, dude, because now that you did that, like,
yeah,
this has to be a fucking super chat. Watch, check this shit out. Oh, is my volume up? Okay.
Greetings, loved ones. It's time to get horny.
Oh yeah, nightmare. Oh yeah, nightmare.
Greetings, loved ones. It's time to get horny.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. What is time to get horny?
He takes his robe off. Like,
Oh my god. Hey, yeah, Nightmare.
hey, that's gonna be you when you go to when you get to the movie theater on Thursday. Like, it's time to get.
It's time to get in.
My goodness.
Oh my, bro, why do I get lightheaded? Oh my god. Greetings, everyone. It's time to get horny.
Hey guys, yeah. So
Nightmare is fucked, man. Bro, he is.
Oh shit,
man. Two boys and their scary pops, man. Lee, Lord, Daniel, appreciate the super chat. Lord Jesus. Two boys and their scary pops. What do you think people / you connect with? What you said? What do you think people / you connect with Lori? I want to understand why. So you can start off, Shape. Why do you think people connect with Lori?
That's hard.
Shape he's not a fan of Lori.
I mean, for some people that could be connected to Lori, I mean, for hers, even though to be the final girl and everything else, but like from 78, you could feel that with anybody pretty much, like even us, the shyness, she's shy with the boys and stuff, she's more in the book, she's more in learning, she's like a straight A student. So you do have some of those people that are actually like that, and they're kind of shy and everything else, but then when times to come, and she's scared too, with everything, her friends, what happened to friends, they died, facing the boogeyman, she's scared, but then she kind of overcomes her fear. And of course, you go life and death situations, you're going to start rising up to the occasion. Either you're gonna go, what we're gonna do, die or flight, you're gonna get up and going. So I mean, in that kind of way, to relate to Lori, especially people who got trauma, they got loved ones got killed by somebody or like that, you're gonna have that trauma. And if you almost got killed yourself, you know what I mean? So people can actually relate to Lori in that sense. That's kind of my take on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair because, I think it's all about, I'm gonna touch on it when it's my turn, but Nightmare, why do you think people connect with Lori?
I think it's just the innocence. I think that's why people root for her, why people love her. It's because she wasn't like most final girls, right? Like final girls are it depends on how you look at it, but I think it's just the innocence of her. She was a good girl. She went to school, she got A's, she wanted to date, but was afraid of what Ben Tramer would think of her. You know what I'm saying? Like she was that like shy girl. Like she wasn't a party animal like Annie or anybody like that. She was just a babysitter. She was a good girl. She had I wouldn't say troublemaker friends, but she had more party animal friends than what she was, Mm-hmm. So and I think out of all the horror movies out there, I think she's more relatable because it could really happen. I think it's the most realistic thing that can happen to you, right? And that's what's scary about it. Like just some crazy guy breaking in and wanting to kill you. It's scary. So I think people relate on that because that could have been anybody, especially back then. Mm-hmm. That could have been, your daughter, your sister, whatever, So I think it's just her innocence is what attracts people, and why they like her. And then they see her go through that and, she escapes and then, so on and so forth with 2018, that's why people are rooting for her. Like you've been a good girl long enough. Stand up for yourself now. Now's the time to fight. You saw what happened you saw what being a good girl got you. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. It's just her innocence that people love. Didn't do nothing wrong, minding her own business, babysitting, being a friend, and then she meets the boogeyman.
Yeah, I agree with Nightmare. And Shape. I just think it's the innocence. She was 17. She was just babysitting. She wasn't like Linda and Annie. She don't. She kind of did want to get knocked, but she wasn't. She was cool with just babysitting Tommy Doyle. And it's like out of all of the friends, you got Linda, Annie, Michael dealt with Lori. You know what I'm saying? The innocent one. It wasn't the kind of one that's just going crazy out there. It was the one that was more calm and to herself, and she had to adapt. You got to think that night when her dad's like, "Oh, take this to the Myers house." She doesn't know nothing. She just hearing. And to think about this, you guys, I never thought Tommy Doyle was trying to tell them this. He was trying to tell them this. The boogeyman. Lonnie said, and they're just like, and Lori's on the couch and she's like, okay, so we're not getting anywhere. The boogeyman only comes out on Halloween night, right? And she's like, well, I'm here. I'm not gonna let nothing. And she's not even knowing when Tommy Doyle's out the window, like the boogeyman's outside. The boogeyman, he's really outside. And you don't even know in a few hours, you're gonna see him firsthand. I think people like her for her innocence, how well she adapted, and how she kind of put that cape on in that moment.
Yeah. It's the caring aspect, like that mother big sister vibe too. Because you think about it, all the other baby, Annie didn't. I mean, she was a babysitter, yeah, but what did she do? She pawned off Lindsay to Lori, like, hey, I'm gonna go, screw around. Here you go, So that's not very good babysitter material, right? But you look at Lori, they were carving the jack-o'-lanterns, she was reading them stories or whatever, they're doing a little parade through the house. Like, she legit cared about them, and what Michael happened, go lock yourselves in the room, telling them what to do, right? Like, what do parents, it's kind of like that DARE program. You guys remember DARE?
Yeah.
They tell you what to do when this happens. And that's what she did. I want you to run down into Mackenzie's house, I mean, she was like legit, even though she was experiencing that shit for the first time. It's like it was a quick thinking, like, hey, that shows how smart she was. Like, hey, you need to run down, go get some help, go, I'll stay here, dip out. So that too, the mother big sister thing that, vibe she gave off too.
Yeah, I agree with Nightmare. It's all about the, what she like, the vibe, she gave off in the beginning. That's what kind of made us, care for Lori. We wanted her to be safe. We didn't want nothing to happen to Lori because that just wasn't the plan. So I agree with both of you guys, Shape and Nightmare. But Two Boys, I appreciate the super chat. Here you go, man. You get Donald Pleasance.
Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river.
Gotta love that scene right there, man.
Loomis is so adorable. Just a little.
Oh, you singing? Okay, I like singing.
Michael never sang.
DJ Hefner in the chat saying, "My guy Brandon, what's good? What's up, man? What's up, DJ? Let me see. Annie's saying that Daniel Harris was at the premiere tonight of Ian's as well. I do think we are close to possibly a sequel to Halloween 4 with Jamie and Rachel. I mean, I will be down for that. I will be down for that. A lot of these guys are laughing at that video. Wow. Larry said, I hop into the stream for that video, laugh my ass off. Yeah, you gotta love the grannies, man. They're just taking, music to a whole other level. They're in God's house. Larry saying, what's up, everyone? What's up, man? What is up, Larry? Basically says, even if there isn't a significant Halloween 3 emphasis on Halloween Ends, how would you guys feel about an H3 sequel? I mean, it's like with H3, it's almost like a sequel has to be a remake. That's the type of movie, like a sequel will be technically a remake because of the storyline, I mean, it wouldn't be, but you can do a sequel and have like the Silver Shamrock factory falling apart, almost, it's abandoned. Someone goes in there and find one mask and that's how it starts or something. It can just be crazy. Or you can do a remake, a full modern day remake and keep the mask. I mean, it's all about how you think it would fall in, our lap.
I think especially with today's technology, they can do so much more with it.
Yeah, I agree. The CGI movie is out of this world, so I think they can definitely, knock that shit out. But you guys know that tonight the goal is 100 likes. 100 likes. This is the last speculation in theories. On Scary at Night. The final thoughts. So definitely, you guys like the stream if you haven't. Got another super chat from Hollywood guy saying, what 2 things you want to see in the movie and 2 things you don't want to see? I'll start this off. 2 things I want to see. I don't want to see. No, 2 things I want to see is I want to see Michael actually, killed. I want Michael to look like a problem. I want Michael to be, how someone hair is tangled, it's that knot. Like, I want him to be like a issue. I don't want you to be able to stop him right away. I want him to be a problem, like where you gotta like damn near do some Kevin McAllister shit and put a map out. Like, bro, how do we take this mother? Like, not literally do it, but don't make it seem like, oh, we just never got the opportunity to do it, but we can do it. No, like Nightmare said, chip off at him. You gotta make him like it's like knocking down an Eiffel Tower. You gotta really drop him off. You gotta really take him out. So I would like to see Michael be brick, like a brick house. It's hard to take him out. You could try, but you gotta literally like knock the layers off of him. I don't want to see Michael kind of like this, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the weak in him. Another thing I want to see is I want to see a good fight. I don't want something just put together. Now, 2018 was good. That was the first one. That was a good fight for the first one. He's pulling her through the door. This one, it has to be and try to incorporate the 78 in it. Like how when he knocks her down the stairs. Maybe this time she knocks Michael down the stairs. Like when he stabs her in the arm. And maybe it's like the shoes on the other foot type of thing. But I would like to see that old fashioned battle, like the 78. I want to see somehow, some way they incorporate 78. Real like front line, but don't copy it, but make that battle stand out like 78. And just, send us off right. We're fans, give us a great 78, fan service film. Don't OD on it. Don't fucking make it to the point like we're like, all right, we're tired of Easter eggs. Do it right. Do it right. 2 things I don't want to see. I don't want to see Corey be the last one standing. He's the new shape. Another thing I don't want to see. I do not want to see Corey chew up all of Michael's time, his screen time. I will be pissed if he's getting more screen time than Michael. And people are saying, but he's technically Michael because he has the costume on. No, the fuck he's not. No, he's not. Just don't let that man chew up all of Michael's screen time. This is the last film. We don't got time for that shit. Put him in, let him get taken out. Bring Michael, the final act. Not the final act, but the face of this movie. Bring him in. Let Corey have his little moment, knock his ass off, then boom. So, Nightmare, what's 2 things you want to see and 2 things you don't want to see?
One thing I don't want to see is I don't want the movie to feel like it's rushed. So, you need to, in a way, wrap up, but you need to do it right. Like, what's going on with Lindsay, what's going on with Hawkins, but don't make it feel rushed like you're just throwing the shit in there. Like, okay, here, we got to do something with Hawkins real quick. There's Hawkins. Okay, bye. Here's Lindsay real quick. Okay, here, bye. Because you brought them back for a reason. There's a reason you have Hawkins around. There's a reason why you have Lindsay, that you kept her alive. Make it meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I don't want to see is, like, I don't want to see Michael not have enough screen time. Like, this is the final movie we're going to get of Michael. We need to get enough Michael. 2 things I want to see. Again, I want to see Michael on beast mode. It's the last movie we're going to get. Like, you need to show us and remind us why he's the boogeyman. Another thing I want to see is, I want Laurie, if she is going to overcome Michael, I want it's got to be meaningful and impactful. Just like I said, how she's got to break down that mountain, chip away at it in order to take the final blow. But I want you to kind of like show flashbacks or something that shows like everything that she's went through in the 40 years from 78 to 18 to kills. Like, I want to see all that. Like, I want you to remind us all the bullshit she went through while she's doing it, because it's more meaningful. It's more impactful. Not just, we know what happened, don't remind us. No, like, it's okay to remind us. We want to see her. If she's the final girl, show us everything that she's went through. You know? See her get that like I said, that last, like, you know, push it, right? You're almost at the finish line. Push it. Go. Don't give up. You know, put all your energy into it. That's what I want to see. So, pretty quick, but it's simple.
No, yeah, that's fair though. You know, that's pretty much, you know, what a lot of people want to see. What you said, you want to just see it. You want to see it be basically built up. You don't want it to just be too fluid and smooth. We gotta get stopped at some moments, then kind of figure shit out. So I agree with Nightmare. Shape. What's two things you want to see and two things you don't want to see?
I guess kind of pretty much touched on, especially Michael. Like I said, I want to see Michael, you know, be brutal, not be. I don't like I said. I want to see him, you know, a coward, you know, but like kind of scared to, you know, go after Lori or anything else. I want to see him full frontal, a beast mode, and for two, I don't really want to see Corey, you know, living at the end, or even like, you know, potentially be like a new Michael. I really don't want to see that.
Yeah, I agree. You know, you kind of just, it's just like, why? You know, why make him the new face? It's Michael Myers. Just kill him off if that's the case. We don't want to see some guy that just comes in and he's Corey Myers. Corey Cunningham, come on, bro.
Yeah.
No, so those are great answers. I know you guys probably want to see that again, so how about I do some more of that? Matter of fact, I'm gonna wait. Let me give you guys some let, yeah.
Oh my god!
Left in the hood, come to do no good. Left in the hood, come to do no good. Once it's dope, this place is hot.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
Yeah, man. Gotta love Leprechaun, man. Let me see. Get to some of these, and I got some more questions I want to kind of get into. Larry said, when I hopped in Nightmare's video, the dude with the robe was playing Laugh My Ass Off. That's what I was referring to. What did he say? Let's get horny?
Greetings, loved ones. It's time to get horny.
Oh my God. He's probably like, what the hell? Larry's probably like, what the hell is going on? Well, just sorry to the people that's new to the channel. They can get in and see that shit. Imagine someone just getting on like, what the? It says Michael Myers.
It's like the whole nurse and doctor scene in Kills. Like, it was some orgy. Like, like
it was some orgy. Jim Hansen says, does anyone relate to Michael Myers? Yeah, but in a different way. I relate to him like in a way of just, how can I put it now? It's like it's not like almost I relate to him. It's almost like I look up type of thing. You want to almost not actually be him, get the butcher knife out the drawer and go stab him on your neighbor. No, but I want to know how Michael Myers feels. But I know it's it's fictional. But imagine living in Haddonfield. It is real. And it's no James Hugh Courtney. It's Michael Audrey Myers. And he's down the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know how it feels just not the actual character, but like the actress, like James Jude Courtney, for example. Like I would like to put the coveralls on, the mask, the experience, and action. And it's like because in that moment you're Michael, you're trying to get these scenes done. But I mean, in a way, it's like you just want to kind of with Michael Myers. And what I mean by relate, it's like I keep saying, I don't want you guys to think motherfuckers plotting and trying to go get a mask from Spirit and go crazy. Have you guys ever thought about that? Michael always just wanted to go home. It's just people that comes in his way. 2018 and kills, same night. I mean, in 78 it wasn't much of that. He was on some stalker stuff. But in 2018 and kills that whole night, he just wanted to go home. He was home. He was away from home for over 40 years. So it's like, it's time for me to fucking go home. And it's like, what if you guys didn't just, step in his way? Well, Michael just went fluidly home. Like, what he just opened, went in there and just stood in the window, not bothering nobody. It's almost like with Hawkins. He's like, I got eyes on him. He hits him with the car. The motherfucker was just walking. I'm pretty sure if he would have bumped into somebody, he would have killed him. But you know what I'm saying? It's always that thought. Like because of course I can relate to Mike when they're kicking his ass in kills. It's like I won't say I will relate. I feel for Michael. I won't say relate. I feel for him. And the reason that when you feel for him is because when the villain is getting his ass kicked in the middle of the street, you got tears in the corner of your eyes. You're asking yourself, why the hell? I want him to stay up and not die. That's my answer for that. Shape Nightmare. You guys relate to Michael?
Yes.
You want to go shit? Go ahead.
Yes, I want to put the coveralls on and just get a knife out of drawer and just have a party. No, I mean I don't really know how to answer this question. I mean, like pretty much Brandon said it. Pretty much, like we feel for Michael. Especially see like I guess for me like to be part of the movie. I guess to where if I ever got a chance. Hell, if like a big studio company's going to do another freaking Halloween movie, and they're like, "Hey, we've seen the Shape and Shadow. He does all that good, cool cosplay. Let's get him to be Michael Myers for the new movie." Maybe, to kind of feel like how it is to be in the movie and stuff, be this character, and taking this and that. I guess.
Yeah, I agree with you, Shape. I see a comment in the chat. Please, I see that you said you just saw Halloween Ends. Please don't spoil it, man. Like we were just. Don't want to see anything about it. I'm happy that you got to see it, but just don't, please. Definitely. Nightmare. How do you feel about this?
Well, I'm just gonna speak my mind. It's not like I want to kill people or nothing, but I'm just how I can relate to it. Well, one, it's the resilience, right? How he can take a hit and keep on pushing. It's gonna sound funny, but I think like that all the time, and I think of Michael and I think of Jason. If I'm sick and I'm like fucking bedridden and I can't get up or move, or if I'm having a rough day at work and shit, I legit think to myself like, and fucking if Michael Myers can get up, you can get up. Like get up and keep pushing. Like Michael, don't stop. You're not gonna stop, and that's weird, but I mean that's my motivation most of the time. Like. Fuck, I'm having a shitty day. I want to give up, fuck this, or something goes wrong in my life and I feel like giving up. It's like, nah, Michael ain't going to give up. Get your ass up and keep pushing. And, I saw something, and I got to try to find it because I really liked it. It was like, be like Michael, take your time, go at your own pace, and you'll kill that shit every time. Because Michael's slow. He does, he just doesn't run or whatever. And, I like that a lot because it's like, yeah, Michael's going to keep coming no matter what, Right. From another standpoint, and I think everybody's thought about this, and if you say you don't, then you could be telling the truth, but most of the time you're going to be wrong. But what is it like to have that infamy of being Michael Myers? What is it like to have people fear you? What is it like to have people know what you've done and either worship you, hate you, love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that feel like? Like, how would it feel if I was Michael Myers? Let's just say, and I was a murderer and I killed people and, I went to the loony bin, broke out, but how does that feel? Now, yeah, we don't know how Michael feels, but you as a person right now, as a fan of the series or the franchise, how would you feel if you were Michael Myers? You know what I'm saying? Like, you were that person. You were in those shoes. Like, what does it feel like to have newspapers about you? People coming and try to interview you. What does that infamy feel like? You know what I'm saying? Because it's different from being a famous YouTuber. It's different from being an actor and actress. You're going down like the dark side of American history. You know what I'm saying? Like a serial killer, like a real life murderer. Like, what does that feel like? Like, what? You could be a celebrity. Oh, everybody loves me. Yeah. But the dark side of that, like, that's what I always wonder. Like, what would it feel like?
Yeah, I agree. And man, the change of the weather is fucking me up right now. I apologize, you guys, but it's just fucking me up. But yeah, I agree with Nightmare. It's kind of like it's curious. You're just curious. You want to kind of know. But it's so crazy because Michael's fictional. So if you were to be Michael, you want to have the theme playing. I always wondered that. Like on set, was it like do they play the theme on set? To get him pumped, type of thing, or it's like action, it's quiet. You're like, you just hear the. You know what I'm saying? Do they play the theme to get him like in the mood, or is it like, I always thought that. I'm pretty sure they probably don't because it'll be in a film. But I mean, do they do it? Intermission, play the music or something? Because the music is a big part of the film.
Well, I'm not talking about being the actor who's playing Michael Myers. Like, I'm talking about, like, let's say Michael Myers was a real serial killer. Like, what does that feel like? Because you think about it too, and it'll get a little bit dark just for a second, but everybody has light and dark inside of them. Everybody. It just matters. It depends on what side you want to act on, right? So you can't tell me, especially if you're a horror fan, it's come across everybody's fucking mind. What would it be like to kill someone? Like Dr. Sartain said, what does it feel like? What joy does he get? What pleasure does he get from killing someone? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that feel like? And that's something that I think that, most people, that's why we love horror movies, is because we can live through that, right? We can live through Michael and Jason and Leprechaun and all that other shit. So it's like, what is that feeling like? Is it paranoia where it's like, did someone see what I did? Am I going to get caught? Like, what is all the ultimate feeling? Because most of these slashers that we see, they do it for some type of enjoyment. I'm not saying Michael has like feelings, but he's got to get something out of from killing people. It's not just as simple as you're in my way. Like, you're a killing machine. You're evil. You're built to kill people for some reason, right? You're the shape. You're evil. So that's just my thing. Like, I love thinking, like, what would it be like to be actual Michael Myers if he was a real serial killer,
Yeah. Michael Myers is something else, man, if you think about him. He's fucking something else. So I see why you think that, Nightmare. He's the closest to real life out of everybody. He's the most, the most closest to a serial killer in my opinion. So this is for you, Jim. Appreciate it. That was an awesome question, man.
Take off all your clothes.
I'm getting so hot. I wanna take my robe off.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your robes.
I'm getting so hot. I wanna take my robe.
So that was for you, Jim. And you guys, I want to do it one more final time. And while Nightmare's here, you guys know that Jamie Lee Curtis is my favorite final girl. Laurie Strode, my favorite final girl of all time. It was only right that we did it here on Scary at Night, being that, I'm like the biggest Jamie Lee Curtis fan. Give her flowers tonight. It's gonna be the last time I show this. She's made a huge impact on this franchise. She's the one that, in my opinion, does the final girl thing the best. I love Nev, but it's something about Jamie Lee Curtis that's the way she handles situations, the way she's so dedicated to just putting this shit to rest, and how she, in '78, man, just how that shit just took place with her. She's like at the end, she's adapting, she's fucking poking them in the neck with knitting needles, and then it's H2O. She's done with this shit. Halloween 2. She's always been the one that just kept pushing. She hasn't gave up. She 40 years later, she's still getting a shotgun, blowing his fingers off. She's gonna. If she had, this is why you gotta love Lori. She makes it a point to say, if I have to, basically, I'll die. That's how much I want him to be off this fucking earth. Bro, if I gotta die with him, I want to die with him. Simple as that. So that's what shows you that she can taste it. She's like thirsty to kill him. But I feel like she just, she deserves it. Even if she works, was to die ends. You just gotta respect Laurie Strode. She's going up against the boogeyman. I had seen a question last night on Craven Stream. Someone had said, "Do you think that Sidney Prescott can kill Michael Myers?" She's dealing with a weak, like a month ghost face. Michael Myers is a machine. He's like a fucking T-1000. He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like when you look at Michael Myers, he's coming. Like he's not. That's the thing. When you look at Michael Myers, he's not about to play with you. He's coming straight. It's like Michael always. Once he locks, he's like a shark. Once he sees his prey, he locks in tunnel vision. It's like, I want you. I don't give a fuck. Like that's how it was with Karen. Perfect scene. You got my mask, tunnel vision. The world stops. I'm on your ass. I'm gonna get my mask. You thought I forgot about you? I did. I'm gonna cross your ass out. Don't worry. That's how I think he is with Lori. That's why you get that scene where she actually, is like on the ground or whatever, like kneeling, and he has like bent back, and he actually has the fucking knitting needle like to her, and that kind of just shows you that Michael doesn't forget shit. Then I don't care what nobody say. That's just showing you that he remembers everything. That shows you that he remembers everything. Because think about it, '78 night, the night of Halloween, 1978. He fucking gets poked in the neck with a knitting needle, and he still remembers it after 40 years. That just shows you who the fuck Michael Myers is. Yeah, you can get over it right now. I'm going to just keep getting back up, though. You can knock me down, but I'm going to just get right back up. And I think that's what's scary about Michael Myers. You can knock him down, but he's going to get right back up. That's why that saying, you can't kill the boogeyman, it's like, can you kill him? He's going to keep coming back, poked in the eye, shot, beat down by a mob. And the only one, and you hear Lori say in the trailer, we finally know how to kill Michael Myers. We finally know how to kill him. So it's like, we shall see. So you got to love Laurie Strode. We're going to give her flowers for the last time tonight, just because I said I was going to do it while Nightmare's on. So here it is, you guys. Feel free, comment. Funk is in the chat, and just, state comments, about Lori, Jamie Lee Curtis, if you're a big fan. If you're not, that's fine. But here we go, you guys.
That's what we may want to do. It has been the honor of my life to play Laurie Strode, and no matter how you watch this final chapter, I hope you'll get people together and scream and cheer and hold your breath to the end, because we created this for you, and I thank you for your years of support. and how much you care about this story and me, your final girl. So, I'll see you soon.
And so now I say goodbye. And thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you who has carried Laurie Strode as a sister, a daughter, and a friend. Halloween Ends, the conclusion of David Gordon Green's magnificent trilogy, arrives in theaters and streams. The audiences have had such a bond. And with you, the audiences have had such a bond. We've cried together, we've laughed together, we've screamed together, and we've had experiences that only horror movies can give you. Horror films allow you to confront what you can't control, and they are cathartic and transformative.
I don't understand. If I'm not getting emotional, what the fuck am I doing? Honestly.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us. I would hold you close to me.
So you guys, there it is. Yeah, man, this is crazy. I still can't believe this shit is about to really be over with, man. God damn. I don't know, man. I just literally went to go see 78 in theaters. So it's fucking weird, man. It's weird because like I said, even if they bring Michael back, I know a lot of people like, Brandon, chill out. They're gonna bring Michael back. Who the fuck is gonna play Michael Myers? Who's gonna make that mask? Who's gonna do that score? Who's gonna be the final girl? Who's gonna write the story? Who's gonna be a student? That's the question. Yeah, so anybody can look at Rob Zombie. He fucking made one and fucking shitted on the whole franchise, but he still made one. He's a part of history now. He made a film. That's what I'm saying. It's this trilogy that means a lot. It's this one that it stands notified and just it's out there. It's like that's what I'm saying. People don't understand that. Yes, it can be another Halloween, but it's not going to be this timeline. It's not going to be these writers, this creator, the OG John Carpenter, James Jude Courtney, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kyle Richards. It's not going to be that because they're already saying we're done. So who knows? They bring Michael back. They got a guy. Fuck, bro. We don't know. The next Halloween can be Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I'm not even laughing. We really don't know. We really don't know, man. Someone just because they have money and they have the rights can just say, "Hey, I'm making a Halloween movie," and it's shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we might get Michael back in 5 years, but is it going to be good? Is it going to be like we're going to be like invested in it? Are we even going to give it the time of day? That's what people are not getting. I think this is the best. Like, you got to think, we were attached to 78 like a motherfucker when it dropped. It was 78 all day. I think the day and age we're standing now, this is the new era. This is the new era with, 2018 kills and ends. This is the one that's going to be talked about now. How we talked about 78 still going to be talked about, but you know what I'm saying? It's like two marks in this franchise. It's 78, then we have another bullet point, which is like 2018 kills and ends. I know they're saying they're connected, but we got 78 before that trilogy. We got 78 before that. So 78 had his own time. Now these three films are going to make his mark in horror. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just something like that. Like, what if these are the only two marks we get in life that are solid, clean, and just the ones because we got H2O and shit like that. We got Halloween 4 and 5. We're gonna always watch them. I'm talking about the cemented one that's like, okay, this is clean as fuck. No thorn, no fucking Jamie Lloyd stabbing someone with scissors. It's the clean one. It's the story. It's the origins. It's everything we want. That's what we gotta, realize. That's why it's sad. It's the end of something good. That's just how. That's what makes me nervous, and kind of like, just like what the fuck. But we're gonna kind of rock out for a little longer and close this out. But I'm gonna kind of get to some more questions so we can end off, just the right way. I was thinking about this, you guys, and I want Shape and Nightmare. I want you to touch on it. What would you guys do if at the end of this movie they just do Michael dirty? They just do him dirty. It's over. It's nothing left. It's like fucking, this motherfucker looks like hamburger meat. Like it's over. But it's something like an ending where it's like Allison asks Lori, like, did we like look under the mask or anything? And Lori's probably like, I did in the house. But she was like, but did you look? And then maybe, because we see this ring standing out a lot in the trailer. We see this ring, and they're like, oh, that's Corey. That's Corey. What if they kind of look at the ground and Michael has on a ring? Like, maybe his hand is, they're like, then we just see a guy walking with a bald head and gray hair. And you just hear the theme kick up, like, what would you guys do if it's like some H2O shit where it's like, you motherfuckers, like, I know this there is the ending, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? What if something like that did happen? Now we know it's going to end, but how would you guys feel if it's like some H2O shit where they just, last minute forget to check, but Lori's like, I thought I checked in the house when I pulled the mask off. Like, that's him. But it's almost something like, I don't know what could happen in that time frame, but something gets switched out. How would you guys feel about that?
I mean, it would kind of be like a cheap shot or kind of pissed in a way. Like, I'll be happy because Michael lives, but at the same time, it's like, you said it was going to end. Yeah. Like you kind of contradict yourself there. I mean, I'd rather you make an ending to where, like you said, it could be open-ended. Use your imagination. Is he still out there? Is he dead? Is he alive? And that's it. You don't have to make another movie. Like, Michael could still live, and you can know there's not going to be another movie after that. It's the sense of Michael will always be there. Like, Michael's everywhere, anyone, anytime, So it's like you can always leave it like that if you wanted to. But do it right. Don't do no H20 swap out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been done before. You're trying to wow people. This is supposed to be a new, fresh take, retelling in a way of the story. Don't steal from other movies.
Yeah.
So no. But then again, execution, like I said, execution is very powerful, especially with this series.
Yeah,
you got to do it right. So.
Yeah, I agree with Nightmare. It's all about execution. Hey, what do you think about that?
I don't really like that in a way because it kind of wouldn't make sense. Because even though unless it was like the whole, I'm guessing like the rushing, oh crap, we got to get him out, we got to do this, we got to do that to Michael, whatever. But at the same time, it's like no one's going to notice like this hand's got fingers, all his fingers on this hand.
Yeah.
And the height difference.
Yeah.
And everything else. I mean, unless Michael, wants to, trick him and he just cuts off, Corey's, fingers and like, oh, that's me right there. He's got his fingers cut off. I mean, to me, that will not work because you're going to notice he's got fingers. I mean, if Laura's the one that grabs Michael or Allison, she leaves Michael for a second, then Michael does like the switcheroo and then she goes back and grabs. I mean, she's going to notice the hands, and the height difference. I mean, like I said, because James Jude is big. Corey's not that big, so you're not going to notice the difference. To me, if they did that, that would be kind of sloppy and kind of like, why would you do that?
I almost feel like there'll be too much going on for the character for them to realize something like that. Like, I think they'll, like, if anything, she's going to feel like that to Michael. They're going to do whatever they're going to do, but, like, I don't think it'll go as far. Like, I mean, if it does, I think it's stupid, but you're going through so much shit right now. You got Michael Myers fighting you. You're trying to stay alive, and then you kill him. Like, I just think that would be the last thing, and that would be the last thing I would look at because I wouldn't be thinking about it. Like, let me look at his hand real quick. Okay, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Because I just fought for my life. It just killed the bastard. Like, I'm not going to be looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are minor details that I think would just go over your head because you're under all that stress, you're under all that adrenaline, you're not going to think of it.
Yeah. I agree with Nightmare. You know, in shapes, I see what you're saying too, but when you're in a moment like that, that fight or flight shit kicks in, you just want, you're not paying attention to shit. Because I got a feeling when, when Corey opens that door, I think immediately she's going to shoot his ass. I think immediately. It's not going to be one of those, who the fuck are you? It's going to be, your ass is burnt. Now I ask questions because, something similar to that. But something else I want to talk about, you guys, is what do you think about Hawkins possibly finally landing the issue? Now, he finally shoots this motherfucker. Now, I'm not saying he's gonna kill Michael. Maybe he shoots one. Maybe he shoots Michael. Like maybe Michael's about to stab Allison, and he shoots him and it hits Michael's arm. And then Michael looks at him like, "Motherfucker, you finally know how to shoot." And then he turns, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's something like that? Would you guys be down for something like that, where he just it's almost like a killing blow? Like Michael's probably finna just fucking. And he just shoots his arm or something. And Michael just looks like, what the fuck? Hawkins in the theater, people would clap for that. You get Hawkins holding the gun like, got your ass, motherfucker. But then it's like, yeah, then it's almost like Hawkins is like, or maybe oh my God, what if Hawkins shoots Michael 6 times? Down the stairs, bah, bah. And Michael falls down the stairs. He's like, come on, Lori. I shot him. Okay. And then Lori's probably limping or something. Look down the stairs and you hear that famous, and he's gone. The motherfucker's gone. And that's probably where he goes to those. It could be, we're just speculating here, but that scene, because we still haven't figured out, you guys. Now, James Drew Courtney got me kind of more okay, I understand, because he's like, some of the stuff in the trailer might not be shown in this movie. We had said that in an interview, but they're real big on this scene where you see Michael having a chick pent up against the wall. So it has to be something where he leaves out the area, because if Corey takes his mask, I've been down many rabbit holes, many. I still don't understand it. This is one thing right here in this whole prediction theory, speculation series, whatever you want to call it. I don't understand this shit, because that's definitely James Drew Courtney. That is definitely him. I don't understand it. When does this take place? It's like if Michael's in the sewers and Corey takes his mask, Michael's going to obviously have to go get his mask back first to complete that scene. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what in the fuck is going on here? This is definitely not the same night as Kills, because look at that mask. Look at the blood. Because that's what because I know you guys are like, bro, Brandon, you're a fucking nerd. Shut up. But it's like when you look at the blood, it's not fresh. It's old. So I was almost saying this is probably maybe after he kills Karen, he goes a block over and kills them. But no, this is before your time jump. Look at the mask. I don't get that. I just don't. But I would be, or I touched on previous videos. What if Hawkins actually sacrifices himself for Lori, but he doesn't give a fuck because he feels that the town of Haddonfield blood is on his hands. He could have killed Michael. So for all the people that lost their lives, Hawkins is blaming himself for it. So he doesn't even care if he dies. It's cool. Would you guys be down to see Hawkins die in a heroic way? Or you don't even care about Hawkins? You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that, Nightmare?
I really don't care too much for Hawkins. I like his character, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be like you said, where he shoots Michael and try to get Michael's attention or whatever, and it just backfires and he falls. Michael kills him. But I think if Michael gets his hands on him, I feel like it'll be like another Cameron death.
Yeah.
You know, like I can see that irony of like you finally shot him, but or like you said, he's trying to like draw Michael's attention. What better way to like fucking stab the bear, you know? And he's gonna be like, "What the? All right, you want some of this too?" And then goes after him and just kills him brutally. You know, like you want to play? Okay, fuck him up pretty bad. You know, because you got to remember too, Michael remembers Hawkins.
Yeah,
he's got to. Flashback and then saving his life and then chasing him down in 2018 and you know, so I mean Michael remembers.
What if it's the scene how you remember in 78 and Laurie's, you know, he's choking, remember when Michael's choking, he's trying to strangle, and you see Loomis comes up with the fucking brown jacket and he climbs
up the stairs.
What if it's like something like that with Hawkins, like he's running up the stairs, like because we see a scene where Hawkins is running up the stairs with police lights outside. What if he like runs in? It's like almost like a hat tip to that scene in 78. Like maybe Michael's choking Laurie again, like motherfucker, and then Hawkins cocks the gun back, and it's like a flashback. Maybe he's like, all right, close your eyes, hold your breath, shoot this motherfucker, and he just like, and you know what I'm saying? Like almost like a scene where you're out your seat, like come on, shoot him. What the fuck are you doing?
As long as they don't make Michael do the 78, like, pew, 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 pew. Remember that when he was getting shot off the balcony from Lewis?
Oh, bro, I will lose my shit if they shoot Michael and they gun him down. And maybe he's like, "Come on, Laurie, we'll handle it," or you know. And then you just see Michael in the background, like kind of blurry. He's just like, and he's like, "Yeah,
goes
Laurie."
off the balcony, lands on the car.
That will be so crazy. And he just gets up and they're like talking, you know, like, so wait, in that scene, oh yeah. So yeah, maybe like they're talking or whatever, and then he just gets up at the 90-degree angle. But I don't think that will happen because I think they're kind of already dealing with a scene like that when she's in the frame of the door. And he's like behind putting a mask on. I think that's going to be the scene that's kind of similar, you know, to that. So, I mean, yeah, you guys, man, there's no more speculating. There's no more theorizing. We finally get to see this film. Thursday.
It feels like graduation. Like, yeah. It's like the last time we're ever going to see each other, like, type of shit. You know, like, we'll see each other around, but it's not going to be the same. Like, it's going to be different when you go meet James Drew Courtney again. You know, it's going to be different when you go, like, because it's like, it's not saying like, oh, you're old news, but it's like graduation. You left high school. Some friends you kept in touch with, and some friends you see and you pretend like you don't know them or they don't know you. You know, it's like you're all gonna go live on your own lives. You know, it's like, or you're gonna see, let's say, like a director take on a movie, the producer take on this movie, the composer doing that movie, and you're like, it's just weird seeing you guys not together after all this time.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys something that will be scary as fuck though. Like I'm so serious. That's something that will really like creep me out. I'm not bullshitting. If Corey's like laying on the floor, like bleeding out, and maybe the door opens and like Laurie's like talking to Allison, like, yeah, call the cops. He's bleeding out, and he's like looking like he's bleeding out, but he sees Michael. He's like, and it's Michael without the mask. It's James Drew, and he's like, you know, you can't even do nothing. You're wounded, buddy. And Michael's just like, bro, like it was kind of creepy when Michael looks at the car light and kills when he got the blood on his face. And it's almost like you don't even want to look this motherfucker in his eyes. It's like, you know what I'm saying? One of his eyes are like this. So it's like he kind of just looks like, what if Corey, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that scene's going to be very intense. Also, when he chokes him and shit, and he like, all that shit is going to matter to me. You know, and the thing that people are not talking about is, you guys, we're going to get Michael for a long period of time without the fucking mask. It's inevitable. It's over. It's already confirmed. He's going to have to walk the streets of Haddonfield without a fucking mask. And people are not even going to know who the fuck he is because people don't know how Michael looks. I mean, they do, but it's not like big. Like, oh, we know that's Michael. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be you got to think about, bro, when you think about it, we are definitely going to see Michael without the mask a lot because in the fucking scene, you can just see when Laurie's in that fucking door frame right here. he obviously walked there without the mask because he's bending down to get it, and he already has his coveralls on. So it's like that's gonna be some creepy ass shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Michael's already creepy alone, but just to see his actual face, I don't think they're gonna show his face like here. I think it's gonna be almost like morphed, like it's kind of blurry, or maybe it's like a lot of those 78 shots. How you see the coveralls with the collar, you just see coveralls, collar, you kind of just following them, you know, type of thing. So I don't know, you guys. How do you guys feel about that? I got like 2 more questions, then we can kind of close out about him just having, you know, a lot of time without the mask.
I mean, I could kind of see it with him not having the mask because Corey's gonna be having it. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of don't see Michael too much with the mask. But I mean, if that's how they're gonna do, because Corey's gonna have the mask throughout the kind of most of the movie. You know, if he gets the mask from Michael. But I do kind of want to touch on like how you said with the scene to where like, you know, he's picking up the mask and you see Laurie. What happens if like Laurie like shot Corey? And you know, there's he says he's bleeding out, whatever, or he actually dies, or maybe they got in a little fight or something, and she kills him, kills Corey and everything. And then maybe they call the cops, whatever, and the old ambulance comes, whatever. And that's what you see. She at the door, right? You see her like looking outside of the door. Maybe Michael, he comes in, picks the mask up, and he kind of looks, but he hears the sirens. He's like, "Well, we can't leave here. I gotta head out." So what happens? He just goes and leaves. And then I think that's when he starts to do maybe his like little killing spree. Because they gotta bring Michael in somehow to give him his little killing spree as well for me in a Halloween movie. You can't just have Corey killing everybody and then Michael comes in. I mean, Michael only doing what someone's killing in the sewers, and then when he gets out, gets his mask and then starts finding Laurie. I think they're going to have him where he's going to do some killings outside of the sewer and give us something for Halloween. I think that's what's going to be. Maybe she's like looking out, ambulance coming, he puts his mask up, puts it on, and then he heads up the door and does his little killing spree, and maybe he circles back to Laurie.
Yeah. I can't see it's shit like that when you think about it. I can't fucking wait. I can't see how this all unfolds. Like, I really can't.
I'm not too worried. I mean, yeah, obviously you want Michael to be fully Michael, right, with the mask and everything, but I'm not too worried about him being Michael without his mask because, I mean, they did pretty good in 2018. I mean, he killed the 2 reporters without the mask, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he's still dangerous without the mask. And it's like you could just do like you did in 2018 where it's Michael, but you ain't got to show his face. You can get like maybe like a quick side view or something like that, like they did in 18. But like I'm not afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did Michael maskless in 2018, you did Michael maskless in Kills, you did a good job with it. I'm not worried about how you're gonna do maskless Michael in this movie either. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Nightmare. It's kind
but
of.
It wouldn't be. I think we overthink that. Like, I think we think it's going to be weird. Like, it's going to be weird. He's going to be maskless. 2/3 of the film or whatever like that. But at the same time, it's like, nah, he was still scary without his mask in the last 2 films. So, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I agree with Nightmare. I think it's to the point they kind of made it like a thing now.
Because you're not gonna think of it when you're watching it. You're just gonna know that's Michael. Like with or without the mask, that's Michael. Like, I think it'll be all right.
See, I want to say you got to stop, man. Like that's kind of like leading to a spoilery. You gotta stop, man. Can't do that. So, yeah, you guys. Something else that I kind of want to touch on is Loomis. Do you guys feel like Loomis should have a spot in this movie? Somehow, some way. Voiceover, monologue, whatever you want to say. And if so, how would you guys incorporate him? Like, how would you guys insert Loomis?
Do you remember that scene I sent you guys and I told you it gave me goosebumps because you could hear Loomis like he was talking to Michael? It was the ending of 2018 where he's coming down the stairs and he grabs the fire pick or whatever that is. Like, I would love to kind of hear that. Like, find a way, like how they did that scene, but find a way to do that with Michael this time. Like I loved how he's like, Michael, if you want another victim, take me, but leave those people in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to hear something like that. Like talking like maybe like Loomis is like because you got to think about it. Like Michael's been with Loomis for how many years? You know what I'm saying? Like who's not to say that your psyche, you're not going to hear Loomis. Like maybe Loomis is still, I don't want to say haunting Michael, but he's a part of Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like there's too much history there for a Dr. Loomis to still try to reach out to Michael like he did in previous films. Like go home, back to where it all began. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that I think would be cool. Not like he'll actually sit there be listening, but just like, something like that. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but something like that.
Yeah. I agree, because when I seen that scene, I kind of got the chills. You can hear them. I would like to see something like similar to what Nightmare said, but you kind of hear something like I'm trying to think. Like
or even like just Loomis talking about Michael with a scene, like Michael's doing something like again, that scene I showed you where like police tried everything to stop him. He overcame them all. Like stuff like that. I would love to hear. Like that's what I think the one thing I miss out of these movies is Dr. Loomis talking about Michael. Like this thing, this force, this evil, hell won't have him. Like all that. Like that's the one thing that I think these movies are missing is you don't have that person to like try to explain to you like, so I'm looking at the wall, not looking at the wall, like there's nobody trying to tell you this motherfucker is evil. Like you're not listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think this would need to. Like if you had especially like Loomis or like a tape or something, like in 2018, but not what we got in 2018 where it says incinerate the body. I'm talking like this is evil type talk on a tape,
Or what if it's something like, okay, say if Lori walks, she stands tall, right? And somehow, some way, she has gotten a tape. Maybe it's like an old file of Dr. Zartain's or something. He said he was a student of Loomis. Like, what if they like, Lori, someone left this for you. He told me he already sent it in a package or something. And it's like the next day, November 1st. I know it's weird. And she's like, wounds and shit. She's patched up. And she just pushes play. And it's like, hello, Lori. If you're hearing this, you finally killed the boogeyman. And it's like, after all these years, I decided after that night in 78 to record this. Like, and I thought, I told him to keep it. Somehow I know it will get to you. I knew this would get in your hands. And maybe it was like, kind of talking about that night in 78. I remember looking at him once I shot him. I remember looking off the balcony, he wasn't there. And like Lori's crying and shit. He's like, you did it. I knew it would be you, and shit. I know it sounds kind of like, but kind of something like that, like a farewell. Like he's not there, but here you go. You did it. And you kind of play it. And it's like the music kicks up. Maybe Lori's like, yeah, I fucking did it. I fucking did it.
Or even like you said, where, she finds out, we finally know how to kill him. Maybe it was just re-listening to Loomis's tapes.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's none of this incinerate the body, keeping evil alive, but it's maybe someone interviewing Loomis because he shot him and he tried to kill him in 78, the flashback, right? Like all the cops, I'm sure there's a cop other than Hawkins that was like, this is wrong. Like you just attempted murder, no matter how bad the guy is. So maybe he got interviewed and he has tape somewhere that talks about the evil in Michael Myers, and somewhere in that tape, Lori's like, wait, rewind, evil. You know what I'm saying? Like she's listening to like his rant about him being evil and pure darkness, and something clicks in her mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of touched on that and said, that can be a possibility. He says, make sure all vital organs are working and all that shit. But I also touched on, it's so crazy, out of all these films, she finally says we know how to kill him. you know, and kills. He said the more he kills, the more he transcends into something that can't be stopped with brute force. So it's like right there in that moment, she was confused. Like, how the fuck do we kill him? You know? But now in the end, she all of a sudden knows how to kill him. Kind of makes me think if fucking Corey sees Michael at his worst moment, at his weakest stage, maybe he sees something. Maybe it's something like where it's a thing where he doesn't see Michael only that time when he grabs him in the sewers. Maybe that's their place. Maybe if they're colleagues, maybe it's somewhere like where he goes back down there, you know, and maybe he notices every time. Now this is kind of like, it's like flat for me. I don't know, but maybe it's like every time he goes in the sewers, Michael hears him. Like say we have Michael like with his back turned type of thing. If he's in dormant, right? He's dormant. We got Michael with his back turned. He's like sitting like on a rock or something. He's like slouching. And like every time he hears Corey, it's like, because think about it, that would be fucking crazy. Every time he sees Corey, right? That Corey comes down, he hears the footsteps through the muddy water. He hears him, and Michael does this every time. He just gets his mask, wherever it's at, he just gets it and he just puts it on. And maybe Corey is like, hey man, I told you I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I told you I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not like the others. You don't have to mask yourself or whatever. But Corey starts to notice every time he comes around Michael. Yeah, oh my, that would be fucking crazy. Every time Corey comes around Michael and he puts on the mask, he's like, why the fuck every time I come around him, he's putting the mask on? I told him numerous times I won't hurt him. And that's probably like, he probably sees where Michael gets his mask from. Maybe Michael's mask is in the wall just like that knife. Maybe he just reaches and he grabs it. And like, you know, we don't see Michael's face. We just see a black silhouette of him sitting. And every time he just puts it on, he kind of like looks at Corey. But we don't see like behind the scenes shit of him trying to feed him or no shit like that. Like, I'm so serious. Maybe it's just like, he's like, it's all right, Michael. I'm not going to hurt you. And then one day, for some reason, Michael's not in that area. But I don't know. He just, at first I thought it was going to be like something where they're tussling and he snatches the mask and run. But for some reason, I got a feeling that that's not going to be the first time they meet in that sewer. I think it's going to be like one of those things where he kind of just, you remember how Arnie Cunningham used to like just shine in front of his car, like come and check on it. You remember it was like in a garage at the junkyard and one day someone came and beat it up and broke it down. Like, I wonder if it's going to be something like that where Michael's just in the cave and he go visits him. And, you know, one day he has the balls to steal his mask. And then that's what brings Michael out. You took his mask, you know. And I think that could be the case if, you know, Michael's like dormant and shit and he's not doing anything. He's just looking at the wall. You know, just like he was in 2018 when he has, you know, he's shackled up and he's just looking straight. Some shit like that. You know, as soon as that mask comes in play, you know, he's like, Michael, we have someone you want to, you know, that wants to meet you. He pulls the mask out. Michael looks like, motherfucker, like something like that.
You hit your goal.
What? Oh, I fucking hit it. All right, you guys, we fucking hit it, man. I knew we can do it. We had to for the Scary at Night final predictions. Big shout out to you guys in the chat and the panel. Nightmare and Shape, we rocked out tonight. I think this was the perfect way to kind of do the final prediction, in my opinion. I got my last question after the super chat, and we're going to wrap up, you guys. Child of the Corn saying, what if it ends up destroying the mask will end all? Wait, so he's saying, what if it ends up destroying the mask will end it?
I guess he means like what happens if they like take his mask and destroy it.
Hey, bro, in my early speculation videos, like when I first started diving deep, that was one of my first, like, bro, like literally saying, Lori, just do this, like rip the mask, you know, almost like she just rips it and see how he operate. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Michael's, bro, it's hard to get that mask. That's why I can't wait to see how Corey gets it. I'm so serious. Like, I really want to see that. How the fuck do your scrawny ass get the fucking mask? How? How do you get it? How? Because it's like, don't show Michael sleeping. Don't show him taking a piss or nothing like that, bro. Like, how the fuck are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just want to know how the fuck are you gonna get that mask? That's just my. I mean, like, I'm curious about that, but I mean, yeah, I think possibly that if you destroy Michael's mask, it will definitely put a stop to him in a way because that's his comfort. That's what he wears. That's what I think he's gonna. I mean, he does kill without the mask, but it's something about that mask, when he puts it on. It's just something that's fucking crazy. So, so that was an awesome super chat out of the corn. Let me see what I got for you. I gotta get some rest, man. I've been up all day. All right, I got something for you, try the corn. That busted, man.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Please! Jesus Christ.
Yep. So, you guys, this is crazy. This is it. This is it, man. This is the last time we will speculate and theorize on a live stream about Halloween ends. It's fucking bittersweet. All those streams we had, you guys, all those breakdowns, all those funny ass times leading up, waiting for the trailer, waiting for more images, waiting for the time where they release the time frame of this movie and seeing more clues. We've been through that. We've done that. We've been through the fire. Now we're at the end. Now it's nothing left but to watch this shit. We're days away. And some theories might be true. Some might not be true. But we're going to figure this shit out in a few days. It's so crazy to know that after this, our next period fucking night will be us saying, remember when Michael fucking lifted such? Remember when that is fucking mind blowing. It's fucking crazy. And I mean, tomorrow I do have the watch party for Halloween Kills in 2018 for the first time ever, a fucking double feature. Excited to see how that will go. And before I end off, I want to kind of ask you guys. So, I'm gonna have to do it a different way because Halloween Kills in 2018 is not free. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys got it on DVD. But Amazon has a watch party. You can rent it on YouTube. So for everyone in the chat, if you're coming to the watch party tomorrow, let me know right now. So I have an emergency way that I can do it for free that I think I could pull off. But if you guys will like the movie, it's only $3.99. It's only $3.99 to rent Halloween Kills in 2018. Drop a pumpkin in the chat if you guys will rent it or if you have it on DVD. Just let me know. I want to make sure all you guys are set straight before I end the stream tonight. Drop a pumpkin. If you guys have it on DVD or anything, we're going to make sure times are in sync. I just want to make sure everyone is cool. I know a lot of people probably don't have it, but some people do. So, because if you guys, all right, Jalissa says she has it on HBO. Kirsten got some pumpkin. I want to make sure. I'm probably gonna just try to think. So, Shape, will you be there tomorrow or?
What time does it start?
It starts at 8.
8, so that's 7 my time. I might be late to it because I got to. My daughter wants to stay till 7 o'clock tomorrow night, so by the time I get her home at 7 and be back here, it'll be like almost around 7:30.
Yeah, and I know Nightmare is busy with work and everything. So, but yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow, double feature. Well, we're gonna talk about ends a little bit, probably bring up stuff here and there. But this was the one that counted, the final predictions. Now I have a stream scheduled for Thursday at 2. I'm kind of scared to even do that now. I'm telling you, I'm like low key want to reschedule.
I would reschedule it because as of tomorrow, definitely Thursday, I'm not. I'll post on my channel and Instagram and stuff, but I probably won't. I don't know. I'm still debating because I think I'm just gonna stay off the internet in general on Thursday. So you guys probably won't even hear from me. Like if you call me, I'll answer, but like I'm gonna like try my hardest not to open up Instagram, YouTube. Like I think that'll be my one day that I don't touch something. And if I do, I'll upload a short or something. But I just think I'm not gonna open up too much. I won't probably even go on Facebook to tell you the truth.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I am. So unfortunately, I'm probably gonna definitely reschedule. I'm sorry, you guys. I just can't because I just don't. Because I remember last year for Halloween Kills, man, it got bad. So. Guys, I'm gonna have to probably do Welcome to Haddonfield that next Thursday. But we're gonna close out tomorrow with a good one. We're gonna do a good one, all right? We're gonna have some fucking fun, watch these movies. I'm not comfortable. I was even sketchy on doing it. I just wanted to be so consistent for you guys, and I know you guys understand. I just can't do it for our sake, because I care about your guys' eyeballs and everything, and me too. I just don't think it's a smart idea.
Unless if you do, it's something to consider. You just turn the chat off. And you can continue doing it. Just nobody will be able to comment, and that way nobody sneaks in a spoiler. Nobody says something stupid.
It's all right, man. I don't think so.
That's something to think about. I mean, if you want to, I'm just trying to give you ideas.
Yeah, I'm gonna reschedule for next Thursday. I'm gonna make Thursday special for me. But if you haven't subscribed to me on Instagram, you might want to do that because you're going to definitely get some me going into the theater. I'm gonna make sure you guys see my experience and me walking in my popcorn. So subscribe to me, follow me on Instagram. You guys are gonna see me before I go in. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm going in. That's the last time you got. I'm actually gonna keep those videos. I'm gonna do something different this year. I'm gonna keep these videos in my phone for me. It's not gonna be a vlog. It's gonna be for me. When I go in and when I come out, I'm gonna always want to go back and see that. So I'm gonna just make it special Thursday. So you guys, I'm gonna reschedule. The fucking Welcome to Haddonfield, but our episode is going to be on Halloween End, so that's going to be a good one. But yeah, you guys, we had a good one tonight, and before we end out, just some small shape, and then Nightmare, I'm gonna go let you guys final predictions, final things you want to say before this is over. What you your experience, how we're going to end it out. Like what you want from this film. How do you want to feel when you leave out?
I just want to feel happy.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I mean, it's scary after everything that's been said, everything that we talked about on and off stream. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to go in as a Halloween Michael Myers fan, and I'm going to watch it. And that first impact, right? First impressions are important, but I think that's the brilliance of having. I would say that's the one positive thing of having Peacock to stream, because I'm not big on the streaming. I'd rather you go to the movies to see it if you could, but at least now on streaming, I can watch it a second time after that initial shock and try to understand it. Because I talk so much shit about Friday the 13th 5, but now like years later, I have another understanding of it, and it's one of my favorites. So I have to look at it at that point of in that point of view, to where it's like, watch it, go in, have a good time. If you get upset, you cry. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis said you're gonna scream, you're gonna cry, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Just go and experience it. Try to have a good time, and if it's a good movie, it's great. If it's not, then that's where the second and the third and the fourth viewing goes in until it sinks in, or you catch things that we haven't seen the first time around, you know? So, I mean, I want to go, I mean, I'm a Michael Myers fan. I mean, I know I talk a lot of shit with Jason and stuff, but I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a Michael Myers fan too. So just go in, have a good time, enjoy it. It's the last time that we're going to see Michael on the big screen for a while, you know, and have fun. It's, you know, it's like the senior field trip before graduation. Like, just go into open minds, you know. In a way, I feel that, you know, you haven't led us astray this far. You know, you gave us 2 good movies previously, and, you know, I don't doubt too much that this third one will be good too. You know, everybody's different. Everybody has what they want to see, but give me what you wrote and what you directed and what you filmed, and we'll go from there. But either way, I'm excited. Either way, I'm going to see Michael kill somebody on screen one last time. I'm going to hear the iconic theme song. I'm going to see the mask. You know, the mask is fucking amazing. I got my copy right there, you know. So it's like, just get it, Michael. You know, if you don't win, I get it. But show me Michael Myers is a beast. Remind me why he's the boogeyman. Give him a good handshake goodbye if you're going to say goodbye to him. And that's all I ask. But I'm ready. I got my popcorn and drinks already pre-ordered. So I just show up, show him my ticket, get my shit, and I'm sitting down. IMAX. I'm going to hear every knife cut, every blood splatter. So I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it. Till the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love what Nightmare just said. Shape. How you know, I know you said that you just want to be happy. You want to stick with that? Just, I want to be happy.
When I go to the movies, I'm going to enjoy it. I really hope that, as you said, that David Grohl Green kind of gave us that, you know, our fans that handshake, you know, so we can say, you know, bravo, you gave us one hell of a trilogy, and, you know, as you said, clean it up, you know, gave us something that we're happy to have. And since it's going to be the end for a while, you know, Michael might be sleeping for a little bit, but, you know, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 years from now, he'll wake back up and we'll do another Halloween film. But until that time, give us something to be happy about and enjoy.
Definitely. I love what both of you guys said. For me, man, I'm an emotional wreck. I love this film more than anything. You know, not this film, this franchise more than anything. You know, it's like, it's my life. Now, I can't thank my grandma enough, you know, for showing me that fucking movie. I was a kid. I wouldn't have it no other way. It's gonna be crazy. I know I'm gonna drop tears. I know I'm gonna be like, fuck, he got me good. Like Nightmare got me. Like, I'm gonna be just like that. So you guys wanna picture me? I'm gonna be just like that. On fuck, he got me. I'm gonna be like that, just crying, because it's not the fact who dies or whatever. It's the fact that the credits are rolling and it's over. I'm going to cry regardless. This is my favorite franchise, you know. The guy we talk about it all the fucking time. We have tattooed on us or whatever, you know, is going to check out possibly. Is going to check out Michael Myers, that you can't kill the boogeyman shit, probably dead. And I just want to, you know, I want to go in here and have a good time as a Halloween. I want to have a good time, enjoy it, and like I always say, I want to get a handshake out the theater. I want to be able to walk out this theater when I'm in the lobby. I'm able to take a deep breath, you know, relief. Like, I want that tightness to be released. Like, I'm fucking good. So, yeah, man, I can't fucking wait. Nightmare shape. It's time. Next time we'll be talking about what we'll be seeing. So, for everybody in the fucking chat, we appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out Shape and Nightmare channel. We have awesome channels. And for the ones in the chat, I want you guys to enjoy this movie for what it is. Go in as a Halloween fan. we're about to see fucking Laurie Strode and Michael Myers at it again, man. I'm excited. So, unfortunately, this is the end of the stream, you guys. But we love you all. We want to just kind of like give you guys some I want you guys to stay scary out there. We love you all.